What's up, guys? Welcome to the True Gap and CoachD show.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? We got a
What's
couple.
going on, fellas? Bobby's RC, what's good? RC Trek in the building. My boy Ron. What it do? Icon, Crispies, Kent RC, LNR's RC Adventure, Bach 239. What's up? What's up? What's up?
How y'all doing out there tonight, man? I'm glad y'all guys came. We really appreciate y'all. Y'all know we finna rock out tonight, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, fellas. Appreciate you.
Special guest coming in the building.
What? Oh, that's right there.
There you go.
There.
Right there.
Right there.
Yes, sir.
Montana Max, what it do?
What's up? What's up? Bobby
Island RC Duke, what's up? Don't forget, fellas, hit that thumbs up for us.
Thank you, guys. Gonna be an epic night, man. Good stuff, fellas. Looking forward to watching the show.
Jay Martinez. Bobby's died. It would Rit die. So was it a long process, Bobby's, or did it didn't take you that long to do it? Okay, he just gave me the
thumbs up, huh?
For
the 615. So
okay, bet.
Yeah. So yeah, so he'll be in then.
Bet. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Big shout out to Harley Design. Appreciate you very much, big bro. It's a blessing to have you.
SD, what's up? What's up? Yeah, yep. He'll be here. We gonna, for those that don't know, we typically give the guest 15 minutes prior, so that he'll be in at 6:15 Pacific Standard, 9:15 Eastern. What's up, Custom RC Paint? Nick, what's up? What it do?
What's up, Kurt? What's up, Montana? What's up, Eleanor? What's up, SD?
RC Daniel, what's up?
Man, Harley is a great guy, man. Y'all got to check him out and subscribe to his channel, man.
Right.
Definitely. What's up, Nick? What's up, RC Daniel? Island Dude?
Well, we appreciate you, SD, for coming through, man. We really do.
Hey, yes. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming
RC, over. What's up? Green Frog in the building. What's up, Green Frog?
That's what it's about right there, man.
Dak and Brew.
There you go.
What it ain't.
I got to get this down pat, y'all. That's what it's about right there.
Montana Max, they want to say thanks to Big Gap for helping me get my video together. And what's good, True?
What's good, Montana, man? We just living life. Yep, you heard him.
Cows, what's up?
Yeah, I break my thing break up, so I didn't want to say a whole lot.
Okay.
But yeah, man, hey, can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, hey man, no problem, Montana, man, no problem, bro. That's what we here for, man. We got to look out for each other, man. We got to look out for each other. The more we look out for each other, the better we are as a people, brother.
Thank you. Icon, what's up, family? Mope, what's up, family? Shogun, what's up, family?
Yeah, Ron. We probably gonna do it next weekend. We gonna go out to Gemini, bro.
Yes, sir. Shogun had me sending it out, and my tire come rolling off my X Max.
Big Mac RC, what's good?
What's up, family? Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, baby.
Amp, how you doing, brother? How's your back? Man, Nick, hey man, you gotta stay tuned, Nick. We can't give y'all all the secrets, brother. The next one, we not gonna say nothing. We not gonna post nothing until the day before or the night before, day of. That's good, Amp, man. I'm glad to hear that, bro. Man, of course, Texas boys allowed to bash. Man, listen, no matter where you from.
Yes, sir.
I've already. Hey, Nick. Easy, Nick.
You say is the Texas boys allowed to bash with y'all in Florida? Yes, sir. Come on down, big brother.
East Coast,
They,
West
they,
Coast, Midwest, it don't matter.
It's all love. You already know that.
Oh,
yeah, they can't. Now he can't come bash with the Atlanta boys, man.
don't be.
He ain't enough, bro. Us Atlanta boy, we bash too hard for them
Hey
Texas
man,
boys.
big shout
That's
out
it.
to Josh's the big shout out to Josh's wife.
Oh,
She's in the building. She say, "Don't be too easy on them tonight, guys. Y'all are sweethearts. Thanks for taking them off my hands tonight."
thank you very much, Mr.
Hey,
Cole.
thank you, Mr. Cole. Thank you. We appreciate you.
We really appreciate y'all for real.
That's funny.
Go ahead.
Noah Myers, what's up, Noah?
Man, make sure y'all show us some love, man.
SD. I mean, you got a lot of guys who are mostly into bashing. Um, I just started bashing, but I race, I crawl, and light bash. So I kind of do all of it.
Well, you know what I do? I win. That's what I do. I win. That's all I do. Is win. Like the song say, no, all I do is win, no matter what.
Mhm.
Tell them again, look out.
LNR's RC. Next time I'm in Florida, I'm gonna try to get with you. Yes, sir. Let's link up. Link up, man.
Yeah,
Link
the
up.
right kind.
Definitely.
Got you too. The other kind didn't work.
Hey, they about to open the track again, so it's about to go down, baby.
I just found out my favorite uncle and his daughter. Oh man, my prayers, RC Daniel. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, sorry about that, big bro.
Most of
Sorry about
crawling with
that,
me,
bro.
yeah, man. Crawling is fun, man. Crawling is laid back, dude. I like it. I like it. Beetle Bailey, what's up?
What it do, everybody in the chat, man? I was trying to get home so my signal could be a little better, man. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Everybody, what's up, man? In a minute, I'm gonna be able to look at the chat. I can't see the chat yet, but what's up, everybody, bro?
Green Frog, what's up, baby?
Green Frizzle. Hey, man, y'all got to know y'all history now. Green Frog started the Gap and True show with us, baby. Y'all got to know your history, baby. Might have a history question tonight, man. Green Frog started this thing with us.
I'm telling
you. Yeah. SD man. Battery life when you crawling is lovely. Lovely. All day, one battery.
Oh yeah. Hey, y'all check out my old videos. I got a whole crawler course on the side of the house.
I've been crawling too long. Got the knee. Yeah, Ron. I knew you was gonna grab one sooner or later.
Oh, he got him a basher.
Yeah, he got him a granite 4x4.
Yeah,
and he
sir.
just did the adapter, 17 mil adapters, and put the trenchers on it.
Yeah, right. Same thing I did to mine. I put the Badlands on mine.
JK, my TRX. Yeah, that's what my TRX 4 Sport kit has a Castle 4000 kV motor in it, so it's like crawling and bashing at the same.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
JK?
Yes. Best of both worlds.
My crawler was doing wheelies down.
What just happened? I didn't see that. Hold on. LNR is a crazy time. Oh man, LNR, man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
What did he say?
He said his uncle just passed away last week. And we couldn't even have a normal funeral. Damn,
hey, bro.
LNR, I'm sorry, man.
I feel your pain, Eleanor. My dad passed away last Saturday before last, and we had to do the same thing, man. It was crazy, bro. It wasn't even. It didn't even feel right. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel right at all, man. It wasn't conventional at all, bro. So I feel your pain right now, bro. I feel your pain.
Yeah. Sorry to all y'all guys that losing somebody. But guess what? We still here for y'all, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Much love over here. Barbecue, what's up?
Local hobby shop.
David Queen.
Badlands, trenchers, great all around tire. Hey Ron, if you talking about hobby time, you probably should have tried High Fly Hobbies. He might have something in stock.
What, they looking for some Badlands?
Yeah.
For which car?
The granite.
Hey, y'all just need to make that ride going up to the temple to that hobby shop Bitcoin be going to. They got everything, you know.
Yeah, they got some nice stuff.
They got all the motors, TP power, CS power, 15S ESCs.
Mike's hobby.
Right. Mike's hobbies.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah,
All right, so we got about 5 minutes before Josh pops in. Just so we're all on the same page again, like we said last week. We'll ask him questions first to get things kind of started off. We'll let him talk a little bit, and then we'll open up questioning for you guys because we know the chat is gonna have a crap ton of questions. We're gonna try to read them all. If we don't get all of them, please don't hold that against us. We're gonna try to do our best, or I'll try to do my best to get them and read them to them.
What's up, Everlasting?
Everlasting RC, what's up, man?
Appreciate it, True Coach and Gap. Everyone, you already know it, brother. We here. Anytime y'all need to talk, man, anything, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, or hit me up on my videos. Y'all know how.
Oh, and right before we get started and get running into the question, Lenny Kelly, what's up? Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Oh, if she's still in here, Nicole, you asked last night where the name came from. I coach basketball and weightlifting, and I was coaching flag football at my local high school. So that's where Life of CoachD came from.
Yep.
And every team he coached was sorry.
Yeah,
right.
you talking about.
Find me another team in Volusia County that went 11-1.
Uh-oh, you see you got the shirt on now. Tighten up, baby.
Tighten up. I got mine on too, baby. The recreation, baby. Brownsville Yellow Jackets.
Oh,
bro.
my what's the name of that team? I can't even remember the name of the team. My dad coached them up there. It's Rock
Chapel.
No.
Rockdale
Bulldogs.
Man,
my daddy coached them.
that was our practice game, bro.
He used to coach them back in the day.
Yeah, man. I used to like go down to Rockdale. They had nice facilities down there, though. They had real nice facilities down there.
Got a new Harley design.
There you go with that with the Predator edition. That Predator edition.
Predator edition.
Yes, sir.
Well, my internet want to act right today, bro. My internet want to act right.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Barbecue.
Yes,
what it do?
What's up, 11 Charlie?
Earl Moorhead, 11 Charlie.
Earl
Perry.
Earl Moorhead, what it do?
Croydon Benny, what's up?
Bill Perry, what it do? Bill Perry.
Hey, look at my rim, man.
Who was Croydon? I play with this RC.
New edition.
that
Bro, you ain't playing with that. Stop it. What you doing with that? Crawling. My nephew played with that, man. And you lucky on you ran over my nephew last time in the video. You ran his call.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Over, yeah.
I did. Big facts.
Capster, what you got there?
DB Pro action.
Whoa, don't fall.
I still ain't ran it yet, man. I gotta get out there and run it, bro.
Okay.
Hey, you see it.
Man, don't make me bring out that True Boys off speed, boy. Not just play. He's so old. He's tired.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk. Team Vega, what it do? Team Vega Icon, what it do?
Wait till y'all see
what it do?
Team Vega, what's up, man?
Benny, what's up, family?
Got a can on Lexan, what it do? Mets RC, what it do? Bodies
all right,
RC.
Bill Perry, appreciate you for coming through.
Bill Perry gone?
Yeah, Croydon, I got an X-Max. It's in the room.
Oh, you better not bring
no, he ain't bringing that out.
I'm telling you.
Bill Perry say that. Bill Perry say now he know why people love the X-Max.
Look at that big dog.
There you go.
The X-Max is a monster, bro.
There you go.
Monster.
You have a Traxxas X-Max? Yes, sir. That's a must have in the collection, brother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so hey, True, we got about 30 seconds.
All right. If you're a basher, you want this. Huh?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
This thing heavy too.
Dacking you crazy. Earl, what's up, man? Yeah. Smash that. Appreciate you, Glavin Charlie.
Right button, brothers.
Oh, Croydon say he like how you backflipped it on the door, True.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, big brother.
Yeah, but Croydon, you heard he got in trouble for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in trouble. She's like, don't do that again. Everybody say, do it again. I'm gonna do it again, y'all. I caught her off guard. She didn't even know. She's sitting there doing something with my son. I say, man, you know what? I'm finna hit me a backflip off the door. Sure enough, man, it pulled off. That was epic, man.
Hey Ron, it's a dude selling one on the marketplace.
What they selling?
Is he backstage, True?
Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
I can't find a DB Pro anywhere. Team Vega, nope, you ain't gonna find one.
You're not gonna find nothing.
Team Vega, my hobby shop supposed to begin one on the 14th. I think they said. What's today's date?
8th and the 8th, 9th.
They're supposed to get one on the 14th, man. So if they get it, Team Vega, I'll snatch it up for you and ship it up there. Then you just gonna have to pay that high shipping cost though. Shipping cost gonna hit you.
Right, tap on it.
About $100, bro. But if you want it, I can make it happen for you.
Oh, there you go, right there. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, Josh.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yo.
What's happening, guys?
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Not too bad.
And definitely appreciate you for coming through.
Just this.
Yes, let's get great.
The professional studio.
Hey, I'm jealous.
I actually watched you do that when you started making that room.
Sorry, I had the YouTube going. I was having an echo myself.
I actually watched
you
make
can hear me?
that room from start to finish. That was pretty awesome.
You know what? It's been a nice place to have. I had some places to film before when I was in Kansas City, and I had like a basement. Right. But then we moved out to California, and you can't just have space like in the Midwest.
Right. How you like it out there?
It's different, Right. It's the California people are a little different than Midwest people, but it's the terrain, especially for me, being a rock crawler, up in the mountains. That's where I want to RC is on that type of stuff. So it's kind of the ultimate for me.
Right.
So
that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Whenever you're ready, we're gonna rock out. I like that live lamp you have over there. Where'd you get that from?
My mom sent it to me.
My wife was just telling me you need to get one of those live lamps in your office.
Right.
Okay.
And then no idea where it came from.
I showed her yours, and she was happy about that.
So I like it. I got to get it, hung up a little bit better. It's just kind of like on top of my toolbox and stuff right now, but
that's good.
But it's kind of in the best position though.
Yeah, I agree. I want to get it so that I not like making sure it's propped up right and things like that. But,
yes, sir. So what inspired you to do your RCs like that on the wall?
So when I first moved here to California, I was trying to, I moved here from Kansas City to work for Vanquish products. So, when I moved, the whole idea was like, hey, I'm still going to do YouTube stuff. And I initially built like a small studio. The idea and it turned out to just not. It was a pretty narrow space and all this, and I wanted to have something to put my rigs on, and it was hard to find. And I went and walked around IKEA one night, and these bookshelves were in IKEA, and I was like, that'd work, and picked up 2 cool little shelves for like $59 each.
Nice.
And man, people love them, but they're
cool.
They're as simple and I bet they cost less than the nicer shelves behind the Gap there.
No, these the Walmart specials right here, $34.
Now the one thing is these here will not hold a like a rock ray or the 5th scale.
Yeah. Right.
these are 1.9 scale rig size shelves. So
that's perfect. Perfect. So how is it working for Vanquish?
Oh man, it's work is still work. It's
right.
It's still managing people and products and things like that. But you go into a meeting and you get to talk about RC cars all the time, and there isn't much better than that. The headaches that happen at any job are going to be there. It's just makes everything a little bit easier when you get to talk about RC cars for half the day, and then and then all the people that I've met at events traveling around for years and years or worked with on YouTube videos, it's like those are work people now. I talk to people at Horizon, it's work people. It's so I used to work in an engineering office where I'd like take all those phone calls, but I had to like be a little like, that's good. Talk a little quiet. Didn't sound like business.
Okay, so I have a question for you. It's a two-part question. The first part of the question is, I wanted to know, when did you start in the hobby, and what did you start first doing in the hobby, and why do you choose crawling over the other avenues of the hobby?
Right. So it was 2004 when I was like actually wanting to get a hobby grade RC. I had like the cheap stuff growing up and things like that. But 2004, I wanted to get into it. And I don't remember why exactly I wanted to, other than I just knew I liked the idea of RC cars. And that was right at the time, like it was the battle between the T-Max and the Savage, and I did all of my, research at the time was magazines really, and it was basically looking at this or looking at that. And then a little bit of forums like RC Universe back in the day was kind of like the spot you could go and read some stuff on. And I didn't really have any money. So I had more, I was getting kind of my enjoyment side out of it by reading what people liked and didn't like. And somehow, like in that time, 2004, the internet was kind of a crazy place, but I stumbled across a video on RC Universe of somebody converting a Tamiya TXT1 monster truck into a little rock crawler, and they were crawling through like a ditch, and linked RC Crawler, the website at the time, which was brand new. I was like, man. And for some reason that just kind of grabbed me. And then I went to RC Crawler, and I was like one of the first 100 people to sign up on that forum. And then I just researched this, that, and I ended up buying a used Tamiya TXT1 as my first truck. And it was specifically to turn it into a rock crawler. And that was July of 2004. So it was just, and then that was it. I was obsessed with it during that whole time. And in those days, the early 2000s like that, or mid early 2000s, there really wasn't rock crawlers. It was all people taking something and trying to turn it into what we wanted. There wasn't tires, there wasn't any kits. It was all just try and make it work, find out what works.
So it was like basically building your own cars.
Yeah, we took whatever kind of base vehicle we could find that had a solid axle at the time, which was pretty limited, and convert it in or make it into something. And I lived in an apartment, so anything I had hardly any tools. I think I had like a super cheap drill and a terrible Dremel, and just you made stuff out of nothing. Cutting boards from Walmart, and I remember making a servo mount out of a metal light switch cover.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's innovative, though.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have any money, and there really wasn't any parts to buy, so you just had to do what you had to do.
Just like that. Oh, go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, with the how long has it been since you started working for Vanquish?
So I started working for them in January of 2016. That's when I moved out here from Kansas City to do that. I think we sold our house, and I think I left Kansas City on it was either January 1st or January 2nd to make the drive out here. Drove out in a big Ryder truck style. Just me and a buddy, we drove out and just over 3 days in the most uncomfortable truck.
Right.
Hauling everything we owned, basically.
That's cool. So then you met your wife after that, huh?
No, but I didn't bring her out here because we were going to get married in 2016 that year, and in May. We were going to get married in May. So she was like staying back to finish planning the wedding and all of the things that were needed. So I just moved out here, roommated up with somebody, and just kind of tried to make it, just lived out here on the cheap basically for a while. And then I didn't actually end up bringing her out here until after we got married. And then we had some, just some friends that it was nice for her to be able to stay and spend some time with and take care of during kind of a rough time in people's lives. And so she didn't actually end up coming out until like November of 2016. So
but
you
did what you had to do.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So, but we've been, Nicole and I have been together since 2011.
That's cool,
So,
brother.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
We just waited a bit for that whole marriage thing.
So
And then-
I wanted to tell you, because I heard where you asked, we was gonna have to tell you where we were from. My name is Dante, True Boys RC, and I'm from Florida. And me and Coach D is in the same state, so I'm gonna let y'all tell them where y'all from.
What part of Florida?
So he's in what's called Orange City, Florida. I'm in DeLand, Florida. We're about 10 minutes apart from each other, but we're about 25 minutes from Daytona Beach.
Oh, okay.
And we're 40 minutes from Orlando.
Okay, yeah, we had some family in some Stewart area there.
Okay.
So know that area a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, beans. I'm Lewis Mitchell, aka Big Gap. And I'm in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Georgia.
And my apologies. The real name is Damien. And then I know she asked last night, I explained it earlier to the chat where the name Life of Coach D comes from. I actually work at my high school that I graduated from, and I coach girls basketball and boys weightlifting at the school.
Oh, gotcha. That that's a cool part of the country down there. We
Oh yeah.
My parents just moved down to the Mississippi area, down on the Gulf side or Gulf area.
That's where my wife is from, Mississippi.
Yeah, so we're we've spent some time I used to travel to Georgia for some events and things like that. So I have some friends down there. We'd stay for a little bit, and her and I have spent some time in the Mississippi, Alabama, Florida panhandle area. But
could you tell the people what's your name?
Oh, my real name, is Josh.
We know it.
Yeah, my real name is Josh. The last name is Thede. It's impossible to say. It's no one ever gets that right. But that's I grew up in Nebraska, actually, just a little town north of Omaha, tiny little town called Fort Calhoun. Had 39 people in my graduating class. So,
wow.
And then after school, I moved to Kansas City. And I was there for 10 years, and that's where I met Nicole. That kind of feels like home still, Kansas City. But then we moved out here. So
then I spent so much time there.
Yeah, exactly. And just those years, that what would it be, the mid 20s, early 30s there. So, but yeah, that's kind of what where I came from, and now we're out here. Now we're in Sacramento. So that's where Vanquish is out of.
Nice. So let me ask you another question. As far as your work day at Vanquish, what do you actually do on a day-to-day basis at Vanquish?
I get that question a lot, even from people I work with.
You said it.
I'm a tester. Just give me a
So, for me, it can vary depending on any day. I can be doing something completely unrelated, like dealing with EPA permits and like business side permitting process stuff like that, or I can be making sure that we're getting a new product list or finished through production, make sure that it's going through anodizing, that the packaging is going to go smoothly, how many we're going to try and have packaged before we put them up for sale, what colors we're going to offer right at the beginning. And then once, and while that's all going, I got to make sure that we have the listing done on the website and SKU numbers and, UPC codes, everything on the back end of the website ready to hit the button to go. And then getting that information to dealers and distributors so that when we hit go, everybody can get it or has it. And, if it's a new truck release, then, of course, that's a whole nother thing. Just we're testing months in advance. We're box art and going shooting videos, getting all that stuff done. So the whole product side of it, that's a fun side, and even before that, we'll sit there and we try and decide what is going to be a good product. We only have so many machines in-house, so we can only make so many parts. We have to prioritize things, like what's going to be a good part to take advantage of our capacity, and the debates that we have with that, and then once we decide it, going back and forth with, I like this aspect of a design, I don't care for this part, we'll just say why I like it, why he might like it, why he doesn't like it. That's a really fun part of everything.
Right.
That was gonna be my next question, was going to be, how much influence do you have on Vanquish? Like when they're putting out a new product, how much percentage of what you want on the car actually goes in the car?
So, as far as like Vanquish goes, we're a small company. There's really only 3 of us that have any, or have much input on the design.
Okay.
So, it's just us 3 that kind of talk back and forth about what we like, what we don't like, and how we want something to look or drive, or what features we think we should have, or, is this going to be worth it? Is it going to add too much cost? Do we have to kind of like temper our expectations just so that it's something that is in a price range that is even reasonable? Because, a lot of people, our price isn't going to be reasonable no matter what, but it's not for everybody. So, we know that, and we have to but we want to try and get things we want to hit that sweet spot as best we can, even with what we know is going to be more expensive than some options.
So with Vanquish, and Vanquish does have some awesome crawlers and parts as well. Outside of the Vanquish brand, what's your next go-to crawler?
It's probably still an Axial. Yeah, it's probably still an Axial. It's that they've obviously been around for so long. I feel so comfortable with those trucks. I've built so many things out of them, and I just, there's so much of it there that I'm comfortable with. So it's one of those ones that it's probably the next one I'm going to grab, or the next truck I have is based off it, something like that.
So now, when you're doing these builds, and I watch them, I catch them, where does the inspiration come from when you come up with, like, you're working on the Bomber?
Mm-hmm.
You already know, once you get the vehicle, what you're wanting to do with that vehicle, or is it something that you just sit back and take like a thought process and kind of like, okay, let me game plan now, this is what I want to do, or is it the imagination just
so that it depends a little bit. A Bomber, so like the new Bomber I got that I've been working on recently, that one, well, for one, I didn't even know, it's awesome. I every once in a while I get to get a vehicle early and for a review. When it showed up, I didn't know what was showing up. They had sent me, hey, you're going to get something, here's your track. And I had no idea. So it showed up. I was like, oh, a new Bomber. Like, okay. I'm excited. It's no matter how many RC cars it's always exciting to get a new RC car in the mail. Like, that doesn't wear off because I go to work and work on RC cars. It's still a new RC car,
especially when you're not expecting it.
Right. Like, I'm always excited. So that one came, and then it's just like, okay, well, what am I going to do? And so from then I just like, well, what do I really want? You know? So then that one was like, oh, I want it to be I want to go crazy with it and kind of do my, for that one, I want something that I'm going to be able to kind of ledge jump and hill climb, things like that, just over the top. So that was one I had to have it here and then decide. But sometimes, like currently I've got a couple of trucks going that, or, chassis being built that I know ahead of time. Like I watch a lot of full-size content, follow a lot of Instagram accounts of people who have really nice full-size off-road buggies. And I'm like, I really like this design aspect. I want to make a version like that. So
a tiny truck version of what you actually see full size. Okay.
And even if it's not a replica, it's just like, I like this aspect of style or design, and I want to kind of use that.
Right.
So, and from there, I'll making parts lists, and even if I do CAD drawings of a cage or things like I'll break it all the way down before I ever start turning a wrench at all. So it kind of go either way.
Okay.
Where did you get the idea, or where did you get it from, the turntable for your RCs?
Oh, you mean in the video?
Yeah. Could I show it right quick?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Well,
I would love to see it.
So this is the turntable thing. It's a, I don't know. I think it's like for jewelry and stuff like that. But then I've got this big old wood. It's just a wood disc, and it's spray painted on the top. Now, the reason that I have this here is when we were releasing the VS410 with the VFD transmission, I wanted to have this thing, and then this 3D printed thing here in the center. It's just this little plate.
Oh, so it attaches to the other.
So, and it's like that because I took and made another 3D printed part, and it bolted to the bottom of the skid plate for the VFD. And then I could take it off, modify something, put it back on, and it was always in the same spot. So then the whole point is that it was all, I could take things off and put things on, and while I was videoing, and then I could overlay those video clips and make certain areas of the transmission transparent or solid just by playing with it in video.
Right. That's some editing tricks for y'all don't know.
Right. Yeah. So that's why this thing exists. I think this thing was like $40 or $50 on Amazon.
Nice. Thank you, bro.
So, but that was it's just one of those. I like watching a lot of the like videography guys on YouTube.
Me too.
The Peter McKinnons. Guys too.
Yes, sir.
It's just, for me, RC can be work a lot of times, but the YouTube side of it is like, it almost feels like the hobby then.
Yeah.
It feels like the part that I get to have more fun with yet. So, especially the videoing and things like that. I just, the documenting. Yeah, the documenting is fun.
Yes.
So do you record all your videos by yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. Like the exceptions would be like the VS410 videos. Those will actually, we'll go on, and I'll make sure I've got at least two guys to drive, and so I don't have to drive and film, because that's what I do for most videos.
Right.
Like any other running video other than the actual VS410 like promo videos, I drive one-handed and film with the other.
Yes, sir. And it ain't easy, but it could be done.
Yeah, especially on the rocks, And I'm not a graceful human anyway.
I was gonna say I watched the one video. I forget which the name, but it was like a big quarry that you were at, and some of the spots looked real sketchy. And I was like, "There's no way my big ass would get and walk and do none of that." Sorry, it's just not me.
there's been some interesting ones. You know, it's like
it was like you started up top, and then you realized, okay, wait a second, no, we can't go this way. Then you had to go back and go around the opposite side and then go down.
Yeah, and then we ended up climbing back. We climbed up.
Right.
Yeah, it's a natural lake up in the mountains here, and the whole reason I wanted to go there was being that I love, the amazing terrain out here, especially coming from the Midwest. Like, I'm not used to hills, let alone mountains. And so I'll look around on Google Earth and try and find what I think are cool spots. And I wanted to shoot the VS410 video, and I wanted to start at the bottom of something and kind of have it, I wanted the video to appear, show this whole progression of starting at the bottom and climbing to the top of something. So I found that place on Google Earth. I was like, I want to go there. Me and my buddy Tony went, and it was much steeper than I had anticipated. We ended up crawling up the side of a really, really steep hill with our trucks on our back, using our hands, crawling on almost all fours to try and get up this thing. And it was,
yeah, it looked extra sketchy. That's
not the place I would return to for that.
I guess my next, how did you come up with, and what made you come up with flip that truck?
Yeah, man, I don't remember if it's a book or whatever, because the red paper clip, a guy starts with a red paper clip and he trades it all the way up to something. And it was just, I was like, man, it would just always be fun to try and start with something and just keep working and trading up. And it's a tricky thing because, the whole RC YouTube things, like, people do want to buy certain things because, which is a weird thing to say or whatever, but it is a thing. And I just have to acknowledge it and be like, well, I still want to do this because I still think it's fun. It's just something I want to do.
Right.
So it's not it's not reality show stage, but it's not 100% organic at the same time either. Right. So, but it's got to be fun for me too.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
I think I do like that one. That's a fun series. It's just,
yeah.
I think I like coming up with the ideas of the series more than I got some.
You like to come up with the idea more than following through.
Like, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Yes.
The streaming stuff though is so much fun to me, just because it's so interactive immediately, and so I feel like it's a lot of fun to do these,
right?
And especially, I've spent some time trying to get things organized in here so that I can do these so much easier than I did before, and so that's made everything even more just. I really enjoy that part of it.
So question.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you had to get rid of all the RCs that you got behind you, what is the one that you think you couldn't live without?
If I could only have one, it'd be my VS4 Pro, which is it's dark in here right now, but it's the orange one over there. It's basically the very first VS410 Pro that I had. It was the one that was in the video to start with, and it's just my favorite truck to drive. It just does everything. It's got a little bit of speed still. I run a 3100 kV motor on 4S in it, and so for a rock crawler, it's got speed. It never lets me down. I can just bash on it in the rocks, and it just keeps going. So I put a new body on it this year, and that's about it.
Cool.
I like.
I did hear last night. You said your wife enjoys the side of the bashing side of the hobby.
She would just rather see anything go fast. She has no interest in actually picking up a controller.
She just wants to watch it.
If anything's going to be interesting at all, it's going to be.
She said you speaking the language, Gap. That's what she said.
Yeah, I see.
She goes to all the events with me, has fun, hanging out and talking to people. But I don't know that she knows how to hold a transmitter. So
You'll get in there.
Yeah, she just doesn't have that interest. She's been traveling with me for, I mean, almost since 2011, and
Wow.
but just there for the fun, you know, for the good times. RC people are usually good people to hang out with. We're all kind of.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We got a great hobby, man. I love the people in this hobby. You run across a couple.
I think that it brings it out of us. You know what I'm saying? Even the people who not real jittery and not real talkative, I think when they do get in the hobby and they get around people who know about the cars, even if they're not even really having casual conversation, you're still talking about RC cars. You know what I'm saying? So it just it does something to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I've never done is I've never done any racing. So I know that side of things can get a little
political.
A little, you know, people can get a little more feisty, but
well, it just depends on what kind of racing you're doing. It just like if it's money and pride involved, then you know you're gonna have a lot of conflict.
Right.
But you know, if it's just fun, you get a nice set of guys, because on my channel I do something called the neighborhood races. And it's about 10 guys. We get together on the weekend and we just run and have a good time. And
what are you doing? Are you track racing?
Yeah, we track. We call it bootleg track racing. We just set up some cones, go for it. You know what I'm saying? And it always goes smooth. You know, we have a lot of carnage, but it's all in fun, man. So it'd be pretty cool.
In that, you know, I am working on a no prep car. So I guess that'll be the little bit of racing experience that I will have been into. But yeah, it's, you know, the whole track racing side and, you know, crashing someone out and them getting mad. That side of it.
Yeah, that's the want a part of that side of it.
Yes, it's gonna be carnage. Oh, you gonna hit somebody hard.
You know, it can be that the turn marshal didn't turn your car over fast enough and you're putting out up on its driver's stand because of that. It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
That's not the side of things I've ever got in on.
I did that for 4 years.
So with the oh, go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just saying I did it for 4 years, so I know.
So with the crawling, would you rather have like competition crawl meets, or do you rather just go out with you and the guys and just go for it?
So I will say that we used to travel all over for the comp crawling. And I really miss that. Everything about that, you know, it was some competition, but there's nobody else on the course. It's you, and then it's your score and your time. And I really miss that. And I wish that was as big as it was. Not that it's completely gone now, but it's just not the same.
Right.
So I almost do wish that I kind of almost would say that I do prefer that. But at the same side, I love the scale aspect more than anything. And the scale competition side, I don't love as much because I think it takes too much out of it. You know, that they're trucks that are just like minimally built to the rules, and they don't look good. They're not that. So even though this is the side that I do the most now, and I really enjoy because I go to amazing places and I have so much fun driving them. I don't like this side of it with the competition as much. So
understand that.
So now, when did you and Matt actually? When did you and Matt meet?
Let's see. We would have met in first time probably 2014, maybe would have been. I think the first time we had traveled to Pennsylvania for an event, and he had also been there. I think I met him there for the first time, and then my wife and I drove to Canada for an event one summer and hung out there for a bit. And yeah, I mean, just the circuit of traveling events, you know, and running into people. But I think that was actually the first.
And when you guys initially met, did you hit it off right away, or was there like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's not too many people I run into at these events where I'm not like, you know, let's have a conversation. So I think we didn't really start having like the conversations and working together obviously like we do now. At the time, it just wasn't, you know, obviously you run into so many people, but so yeah, we didn't really like start becoming, you know, talking and being as good of friends as we are now until 2016 actually.
Okay.
So yeah, and that was one of those things. It was just like, hey, let's do some sort of YouTube series together.
Right.
And I think he had actually proposed that, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, we had both just got the Honcho because that was coming out for the SX10 too.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, let's do some sort of series together with this thing. And I'm like, well, I plan to do another one of the budget build series that I do. And I was going to plan on doing it with that. Like, you want to do that too? He's like, sure. And then from there we went.
Listen,
That's
I like
awesome,
watching
brother.
that series. That's a fun series to watch between you two.
Me too.
Yeah, you know, it's
because that was my first crawler was the SCX10 too, and I believe it was the free upgrade that you did to yours is what I did to mine.
Yeah, you know, just, and that's the thing, trying to, you know, I remember it's like, you know, those are the popular ones that, hey, this is some little things you can do that aren't going to cost you anything.
Right.
Or, you know, it's like, if you do get some cash together, $50 is like one of those things like, okay, I'll spend something on a rig. Like
right.
$50 is usually like, it's comfortable to do, you know, when you're ready. You know, we do it as $50 a week, which is like, I know most people are not spending $200 a month on RC cars, but it's just like, to try and keep a YouTube series going, it's got to be interesting.
I want to say the most expensive thing I spent on the SCX10 too were the Vanquish links.
So yeah, you know, around $50.
The only thing
$59.
Yeah, that was the only expensive thing I spent on it. Other than that, everything was like under $20.
Yeah, and you can do it, especially with an SCX10 too. And that series is just fun because I don't try and do everything the cheapest. Just like I think I'm trying to build a good rig, but on a scheduled, you know, budget. So
make sure y'all thumbs up the video, guys. Awesome.
And I think I was really ready to see you two get ready for when you guys were building the 3 rigs.
Oh, I know.
And then of course COVID-19 happened, which sucks.
Yeah, that was I'm not gonna lie, that one like really bummed me out pretty good. It was just, you know, I work, you know, during the day, and then I come home. We don't have kids, so I can be pretty, like, if I've got something going on like that, she allows me to be pretty selfish and just, I come home and I work until I go to sleep, and I get up, I work, then I come home. And I was doing that for a good length of time on those builds, trying to get everything ready right up until the wire. And then, you know, it got canceled a week before. And it was just like, it just felt like the wind getting knocked out of your sails so hard. It was like, man.
You guys go to the Horizon Fest and those other festivals, right?
Yep. I was at Horizon Fest last year. That, you know, I was back in the Midwest for there was an event at Horizon where they bring in some manufacturers and then all of like the hobby shops. So we have like a couple of days of like an expo, you know, so it's just all of us manufacturers in there, and then all the hobby shops come through. It's kind of a cool little deal. Then the next day is Horizon Fest, where, you know, they've got all the, you know, they've got the full-size monster truck guys like Bari and Juan Pablo's there. And, you know, they bring in a bunch of cool stuff, and they do that's when they debuted the Infraction and the what was the other one? What's the other speed one? Infraction.
Limitless.
You know, they debuted it at that event. I was like, oh, that was so rad. And the Infraction, I was obsessed with at the time. So
yeah.
And they had 4 for sale at Horizon Fest, and we'd flown into St. Louis. What was it, the day before? Got off the plane, got a rental car, and was driving to the event with my partner. And he said, "Hey, let's stop at a buffet at the casino right there on the river." All right, so we swung in, and I won big on a slot machine.
Oh yeah, baby. Right now.
So
Let's go.
I was like, what? But I'm a kid, so walking around with a pocket full of too much cash and a new RC car that I really want being for sale. So I bought it, but then you know, the size of a limitless, an infraction, is a little bit bigger than the size of a suitcase that you normally carry with you. I realized I had made a terrible mistake. I remember having to reorganize that suitcase and like take so many clothes out, and they were in my backpack, and then it was all packed.
Oh man.
Oh my. But I still have it.
Good.
Nice.
Good, man.
I'm just not, I don't know how to, like, making a basher video so foreign to me.
Easy. You put the camera on and you go for it.
Yeah, I feel like if I made like a basher video on the channel, people would be like, "What are you doing?" Like, it's not what
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it would shock people, honestly.
A lot of RC enthusiasts, they RC enthusiasts. I mean, not just.
Right. I just think they'd be like, "Why are you telling me how to go fast?" Like, this is what I do. Go play in the rocks. Like,
no, we're like to see it all.
Go do what you're supposed to be doing. Aren't you supposed to be 3D printing something?
Well, at least you got it. At least you got it. That's all that matters. Y'all can't say you don't have any bashes over there.
No, I've got an Outcast 6S.
Wow.
I've got a infraction. I've got the Proline Pro Fusion that converted over, and it's on the big 8 scale stuff. And I've got a Kyosho Inferno 8 scale.
That's awesome.
If you don't take those armors out on that terrain and just go crazy,
I tell you what, you record and let your wife do it. Let her just go out and just go.
Right, let her run it.
Send it Outcast.
Build her a ramp and then let her get it in.
Let her go for it. You record.
That Outcast is a lot of fun to drive.
Yes.
I haven't driven it in a year probably, because the last time I grabbed it to go take it out, like 3 of us have these Outcasts, and grabbed it and I threw it on the beach, and I started hitting it. It just sounded and then I realized that the last time I drove it, I broke the pinion, and I needed to go get it. Well, you don't need to get a pinion. So
right. That's cool, right?
That's that Outcast is a lot of fun. I bought it for Proline has what they call it, Monster Truckapalooza out here. And last year they combined it with like an AMA event, but I bought it for that event the year before and went down and just had a blast. They had this huge ramp, and it was called Monster Darts. They had a flag in the ground basically, and they said they lined people up, as many shots as you want at the ramp, closest one to the flag wins. And you just huck it over and over. And we just kept going. And I got lucky, I think, and I won that event. And
whoa,
it was so much fun though, because it was just, the ramp was probably, I don't know, 6 feet tall at the tip, and it was just expanded metal, So after the event, I looked at my chassis. It was just the nubs underneath the diffs were just completely ground smooth. But that was. I don't have a lot of basher experience beyond that.
Did you get your Kaiju body yet?
Man, I want them to make a clear one of those. I think that body looks. All I've seen, they make a replacement body, but I've only seen it in the blue.
No, there is a clear one, and there's one of our people in the chat who he has one, and I saw it on his YouTube channel.
Really?
A couple screws loose.
Okay.
He had a clear body, but I'm not sure where he got it from, but he does have a clear one.
Yes, that's
I check that out for you and see.
Yeah, definitely. That Kaiju, man, I think that thing is awesome. That thing just looks good. And that truck came out at such a good price. Wasn't that thing like
great price?
Under $400?
Yeah, $399.
For a 6S monster truck.
Mm-hmm.
Is it about the same size as the Outcast?
Say it again.
Is it about the same size as the Outcast?
Close, real close,
Mm-hmm.
real close. I think the iCast may be a little bit wider, but it's close. It's close.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, not at all. I was just, I don't know. That truck was actually just one of those ones. I think that could be such a. And of course, I think of it like for something like this is what I plan.
Right. So I'm glad you came on because next year, when they host the Horizon Fest and all those fests, me and Gap and I'm quite sure Coach D might come. We were planning on coming this year, but COVID-19 messed us up. So we would have met you out there. Right. So I'm glad you came on here. So now we know each other.
Yeah.
And by next year, we'll be able to see you out there. That'd be so cool.
And so
I'm gonna crawl my super rock red against your crawler.
I'll bring something then. I got it.
Oh, check this out. I got you.
That's all I was gonna say. Have you ever attended the USTE, Josh?
No, I didn't. Or I haven't. That always falls earlier in the year, I believe, like January, February, something like that. And for us, being that we're out here and away from family and all that, we usually try and go spend time with family end of the year, December. So I'm usually gone for a week, 2 weeks almost at the end of December. And then I feel bad trying to take off any time, early in the year, especially because for the hobby, for for us, the busy time is after Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's bought the gifts for the kids. Now they're ready to buy something for themselves. They're getting tax return money back. It's like it's time to buy something for me. So we get a lot of time in there. And it's not that I couldn't take off the time or to do it, but it's I feel a little bad.
Yeah, I have to feel bad for nothing.
But it is an event I would like to go to, and I know every year it's getting bigger and bigger. So it's one of those ones that I'll have to make it to.
So if a person was just getting into crawling, and they were on a decent sized budget, but not a crazy budget,
right?
What crawler would you recommend?
So a TRX4 Sport is such a good value. It's not the most scale truck. It's not the most capable truck out of the box, but it's built so sturdy. You're just not going to break stuff. Getting a new truck and then it breaking on you right away is such a bummer, like such a buzzkill on that. So getting one of those for $300 is a great deal. You can get, one of my preference would be more along the lines of like an SCX 10-2 Honcho or Deadbolt, even just because I think that's more along the way of the things that I would want to build in the end. The Element's a good truck for a pretty low cost. It's got some features in it that others don't. It's got its downfalls as well, but it's just like if you want something that you can give to your son, or daughter running around with you and not have to worry about it, TRX4 is probably the way to go. If it's for you and you have a vision of a scale truck you want to build, then maybe, kind of go towards the Axial. If you want just a little bit more performance than anything, more than the style, then maybe the Element's a good choice. But, if you got $300, $350, I think that's a healthy budget to get into it for your first truck.
And then if you just want to go for the gusto, just get your Vanquish VS.
Right, if you want to go all in, some people do. Some people don't want to, they don't want to have to figure out all the upgrades.
I'm speaking for us low budget guys, man. Because budget ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? You got small budgets, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You get $299 car out of the box. You can go out with crawlers, man. You put that in one 5,000 milliamp 3S LiPo in it, and you can go have fun on a trail for 4 hours on one battery. Like that's a good time,
Right. But see, Gap, that one Vanquish is just like what's over your right shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cheaper than what's over your right shoulder, brother.
Ain't nothing over my right shoulder. I don't see it. Where is that, bro?
No, but yeah, the TRX4 Sport is a good one.
it's a great just. It's like I said, it's not my favorite truck on how its performance is, but for just being a beast out of the box, it's
and introducing someone to the hobby of crawling.
Yeah, like they're not going to get a sour taste in their mouth from something breaking every time they take it out or anything like that. You're gonna, if you want to tweak with performance and try and make it better over time, it's going to be a good base. You're going to see a noticeable improvement between a stock TRX4 and one that's maybe well tuned in the end. So, it gives you a good path to go. But you don't. There's so much fun you can have with these trucks and even if you go. You pick up something older or, you find something used, like any more SCX 10.2s now, that's the last generation truck. That's not the newest. So you start finding some deals on SCX 10.2s used right now because people are, wanting the new stuff. So, man, you can get somebody into this pretty, $200 anymore, like for a cheap truck that you can have a lot of fun with. And if you drive smart with them, there you go. Like, you don't really need other things. Other things are nice. Nice servos are great. Different motors are fun, but you don't need it if you don't, if you just want to go have fun. So
when you do go out and you do your videos on a normal basis, how much video do you actually shoot? Do you shoot multiple videos or do you try to keep it to that one truck?
Normally I do one truck, one video, one truck, just because like we go out here. I usually, like I said, I use Google Earth a lot. And I'm like, I want to go see this spot. I want to go see this thing. Or I found, a blog post that some moto vlogger made about making it to an abandoned mine. Like I want to go there. So like, I'll just take a truck and try and get to it, And so I'll carry a backpack and a truck and my camera. And then just, so it's usually for me, it's like I'm leaving the vehicle and I'm going away from it, and hiking up into the rocks, the woods or whatever it is. So I'm not going to usually have more than one with me. And that's why it is always, that's why I do like my Vanquish truck the most. Cause it's like, it doesn't let me down. If it's ever broken anything on me, it's been like a rod end and I have a spare in my fanny pack.
We're just gonna call it a book bag. We're just gonna call it a book bag. Right? It's a book bag today. It's not a backpack.
So now, when you are at like Horizon Fest or Proline by the Fire, and you are there, obviously you're there as a vendor, as well as you're there for the event as well. How do you manage competing or participating in the event itself, and then also being at your tent to sell product and work?
So that is one thing. Like we never sell product at those events. We oftentimes at those events, like a hobby shop is there, RPP or something like that, and we'd rather not compete with like somebody who like that's their job as a dealer. They came down and making the effort. Like we don't want to compete with them. Like hopefully they're selling our stuff. But it also just stops from us having to have a bunch of product with us that we'd have to protect and things like that. So that helps because you're not trying to be that guy making that, you're just being, I'm just there to talk, like saying hello, having a conversation with somebody, maybe showing something new, which is always the most fun, because people are wanting to sit there and see something new. I'm like, I've been working on this for forever. I want to show it to you. So that's one of the most fun parts about it. But as far as like, so for Axial Fest, for example, we go up there, we set our tent up, and I just stay in the tent all day. I don't go do any of the event stuff. And then once everything's done, all the vendors are closing up, then I'll go hit a trail or two, and or I'll do it in the morning beforehand.
Before anything kicks off, you go out.
Right. So that's kind of usually how I try to do it, especially if I'm like if I'm going there specifically as, a Vanquish person, then I usually just like, try and present it as best as we can. Or I leave my wife in the booth and let people talk to her, and then I go do something.
Right. Oh, the old trick.
Hey, listen. That's solid. I like that. That's nice.
But you know, I usually try and stay there and
Right.
and talk as much as possible with people.
Right. So what's the tires that you take out there with you? You say, man, I got to have these tires, or do you take a couple different tires? Or
Well, I Proline crawlers 1.9s and G8 is just my tire. Like
all right.
Like I always have a set within reach of me somewhere. Like
Or like G8. What it's called? GT8s?
G8 is the compound.
G8. Okay.
Yeah. It's not their softest one. It's like one down from their softest, but it's just the tire. It's my tire.
How you feel about the Hyrax?
So the Hyrax is the one that I have the second most of, most likely. And that one is probably the best performing tire, but I don't like the looks of it as far as like the scale style goes as much as the G8 or as much as the crawler. So that's why the crawler is my go-to. And then the Hyrax would be right there behind it.
So the crawler gives that more scale look to the tire, to where the Hyrax is that performance tire.
Yeah. So
man, you got
this is the Hyrax, you know.
That looks more like your recreation, just on a big truck driving around.
Right. So this is and then this is on the Ultra, which is the portal axle version of the VS410.
Nice.
That's nice.
And the green and gold look on this one, I actually really like.
That's cool. I love that color with that gold. Yeah. That's fresh.
It was good. So, you know, I threw the Hyraxes on this one just because I feel like portals aren't necessarily as scale as a non-portal in most applications, not in all, but in most. So I was just like, I'll throw the Hyrax on this one since I'm not being as, you know, picky. But this was the truck that we used in the video for the Ultra. You know, it had the stock wheels and tires on it at the time, of course, but it's I just like this color, the bright green, the gold wheels. I don't know. It's flashy.
I remember when I first got in the crawlers, Life of Coach D told me, man, you better get your axle. But
yeah, you know, depending on how long ago it was, it's like other than some you know, just clearly not as ideal options, it was kind of just, this is what you have to choose from.
He got his for a good deal. Once he told me the price, I told him, yeah, definitely get it because it was inexpensive.
Yeah.
But I had Traxxas the Bronco first or something. Which one I had first?
Yeah, the Bronco. Yeah.
So you haven't been doing the crawling side for all as long?
Probably about a year.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, man, you got in at the good time. You got all the choices.
Yeah, I did it. I did it for a little bit. And I got rid of my crawlers, but I think I'm gonna go back to it because I seen a whole bunch of them that I actually want. And I think this time I'll do it a little bit different.
Yeah, you know, it's
good.
For me, you know, like when I was back in the Midwest, sometimes it's hard to love the crawlers as much if you don't have like the place you want to go with them.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Because here in Florida, we don't have that elevation. We don't have that different terrain here to where you can enjoy it like you guys have either Midwest, out West. It's not the same. So it's like you really have to find somewhere here to actually go enjoy that. Like, you know, 11 Charlie RC, he's in the chat. Him and those guys, they find places to go where they're at. But it's hard here.
Yeah, and I would have a much harder time. You know, I was lucky when I moved to Kansas City that KCRC is the local group there, and you know, we had like a crazy awesome group of people, which was really what helped, you know, me stay as crazy interested as I was for so long, just because of the group. But we had just enough terrain to keep you interested,
right?
You know, but yeah, if you get in, like when I was in Omaha, you know, Nebraska, it's like there's not much. You can't have all that much fun in a cornfield. So
right. So how you feel about
the people down here they don't go in the woods often. So if you don't track back in and out of the woods, and you go in the woods by yourself, ain't no telling what's gonna get you in those woods. Me personally, I've been in crawling for about 6 months. And my first crawler was the Super Rock Ray. Right here. That's why it's called the Rock Ray.
Right.
I put it out on the rocks. And
you just want to get over all the rocks right away, and then you can go
real fast.
Right. Yeah, we did that. All right, now
I like it though. How you feel about the 6x6? Because I think that's my next crawler when I do get another one.
You know, I don't actually own a 6x6.
That's nice. 6x6.
I drove the Axial Unimog or UMG 6x6 at Axial Fest this year, and it was fun. I mean, it just climbed up everything. You know, it was long, big wheelbase. It was just climbing up ledges. You know, it turned like a boat. You know, you needed a parking lot to turn it around in, but it was super capable, and it's kind of like that Super Rock Ray. You know, it's big, so there's something about a big RC that's appealing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, it's more substantial. It's cool. Then there's like the TRX6, which is got some power and some switches to hit, and adds another level of fun. It's so, you know, for me, I guess I'm so. I always want to look at these things like a full size and what full sizes rigs I like and what I would want to do, and none of those are 6x6 generally. So
right, okay.
I haven't jumped in on it.
Right.
But that's so that I guess that's kind of the reason why I haven't pursued it as much.
Right.
So outside of RC, do you have any other hobbies that you enjoy?
You know, I have things I like to go do with buddies, but man, I'm pretty dedicated to this. Like, it's
every chance you get.
Right.
You know,
right.
It's I'm driving when I can, I'm filming when I can't, I'm editing otherwise. You know, I'll play some video games, you know, rarely.
So he said that quiet, like we was gonna say so. I think all of us played video games.
Right. No, I just like that's I just don't do it that like I used to.
Yeah.
I used to do it a lot more, you know, especially when younger and stuff. But I'm pretty one track mind. I used to have I had motorcycles before. I don't have that anymore. So,
me too. I was just like that.
Yeah, I miss my motorcycles every day, but that's.
It was funny when I sold my I had the Can-Am Spider when they first came out. I was like the second person back in 2008 with one here in Volusia County, and I just sold it. I was telling the guys I sold it like a year or so ago to a buddy of mine. When I sold it to him, I made like a little video. And I had the Boys to Men, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye playing in the background. As he drove on and went down the road.
You videoed it going bye-bye.
Yes, I videoed it going bye-bye.
I shot a video of mine the last day I had it too. I had a 2005 Hayabusa, and last day I had it, I took it out of the garage and got it warmed up, and you know, listened to the exhaust one more time. Sold it, and then went in there, lay on the couch, and pouted for.
Right.
I had a Gixxer 1000 2004.
Yeah, man,
it was clean, stretched. Oh man.
Mine was stretched and lowered.
Yes.
Yeah, I miss it. And there's, you know, if I had it out here, probably, you know, stretched and lowered probably wouldn't be the way to go. There's more turns out here, but the Midwest is.
Oh yeah,
it was the way to go.
Yes,
so much.
CCX RC, do you want to get into 1-1 trailing?
That I used to do more of that, especially in the Midwest. I had a lot of friends that were heavy into it, and I used to compete in full size rock crawling. So I would be a spotter for one of the We Rock teams, you know, and we'd go do. I think I only did 3 events a year, you know, the last 2 years, I guess, and did Grand Nationals. and that was so much. And honestly, spotting for a full-size rock crawling is just like driving an RC car. You know, you just have to say what to do, and then there's a delay. Like, turn more.
It's a lag. He got a lag. Get a new controller. He got a lag.
You ain't working. You ain't working right.
Out of here, man. He's a Futaba. Buy these Futaba spotters, man.
Turn left. Your other left. My left.
Oh God. Yeah, there was a place like that in Tennessee we went to. It's called Windrock, Tennessee. My buddy has UTVs, the Kawasaki Teryx 4, whatever. We went up there and they decided to take, and there's different color courses. You know, you got your blue, your red, your black, and there was just every trail you go to. If you look like this, all you're doing is looking down the mountain.
Wow.
So it's like you got to get out and spot, and it's just one bad turn and it's over.
Yep.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's exactly. And then, you know, we did it in, you know, when you're in competition and you're on time and you got your radios going, you're yelling. And we had the team I was spotting for at the last year, we were spotting for, and we were using his Jeep TJ, or the team's Jeep TJ, because they were going racing in like King of the Hammers type stuff, but they needed their car to keep running and crawling for sponsorship obligations. But it had like a built V8 in it, which is not usually the way you go for, because they were like trying to race with it and crawl with it. But then so we were trying to crawl with this thing, and the problem is you can't hear because this V8's turn left. Turn left.
He deaf.
It was so much fun, but all wrong at the same time.
That's funny because I was watching this guy today. His name is Rex Dog. I don't know if y'all ever seen him, but this guy had a crawler machine, man, that like he had hydraulics. It was made out of all hydraulics, and so if he was stuck on a certain part and he needed more weight up front, he extended and then slide his center chassis all the way up front and climb over the rocks, bro.
Yep, I saw that at King of the Hammers last year. Or I wasn't
crazy,
I saw the video. Is that there's a couple like that. One was named Chainsaw way back in the day, and then there's one like that now. I think it's a big green one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's crazy things.
Yes. I'm telling you.
So now last night you said you were excited for the my bad again.
No, go ahead, Coach.
Last night you said you were excited for the van body, the van that's getting ready to be released.
So excited for a van body.
Do you already have thoughts of like what you want to do with it when you get it?
I'm so torn on what to do, because like you know, like with something like this, you know, it's like kind of a truck. I'm like, oh, there's tube work I could do that would be exposed, but it's a van. Like how do you make tube work for a van? Like, how do I make this look cool? What am I gonna do?
You just leave it. Look, you just leave it white, like one of them work vans that run down the street. Just leave it just all white with a black bumper, and let's go.
He's ready for the creeper van.
Exactly.
The creep van.
I'm so excited. I just don't know what. I don't know what to do yet. So many ideas.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So let me ask you this: Have you ever looked into coming up with a bigger scale crawler, like maybe like a 8th, like a 10th, like a, let's just say a 6 scale or a 7 scale crawler? I think that would be cool. It would be different. I know the parts would probably be a little bit more expensive, but I think that would be something cool to get into, because it's the only big one you have out there is that Red Cat, what is called a clawback or crawback or something like that.
Exactly. So yes, for sure. And I think part of it is like for us, like I said, we're a pretty small company. You know, and that the bigger stuff is expensive. You know, yes. Tire molds are expensive, and just a body becomes super expensive, and it's just like for us, especially like for us to try and make something like that, like, man, I'd be kind of afraid to try and estimate what the cost would be, you know, where like Red Cat, you know, it's like you can make something in China so much cheaper. And you know, so it's like there's advantages to things like that. And they could that clawback, I think, is kind of like a weird example because it's basically just a, they call it an MOA or motor on axle. So there isn't a transmission in the middle with like long drive shafts. They can basically they can make that truck as big as they want. They just make longer links. And it's just wires going to the axle. So it's a little bit easier to do it. But I think an actual like a scale truck just twice as big, would be so much fun, especially with how far motors have come and ESC. Like they're so much more powerful now. You could power a big truck like that without much problem. And batteries are so much better now and so much cheaper than they used to be. It's like it could be done. It's just for us, it would be so expensive.
Well, have you ever thought about doing it like how Primal RC does? It's only on order. It's pay as you go, basically.
For us, I don't think that would work as much because, like with our, and I don't know exactly their situation, but for us, I just know that the amount of time and money it would take for us to like dedicate onto a project, we would have to see, we would have to feel confident that we were going to get this much of a return on it. You know, so it's just like, because putting all of that money into the cost of tooling for something and things like that, it just,
are we going to make profit on this if we put this out and not take a loss?
Yeah, and over how long, like, sure, you would sell enough eventually to not take a loss, but is it worth it, you know, for that cost you put out? Like, if you put that cost out, could you make more faster by doing X instead? And that's why for us it would be tough.
And he said Prima's still out of China, basically. He got parts out of China.
Gotcha. So, and like some of our stuff, so like we can't make everything in-house. We have some things made overseas. You know, like the box for our kit actually says made in Taiwan, but the kit, like that's just how things work with import and things like that. Like we still machine parts here, like like at work, like that's what we're doing. Waiting for parts to get machined so we can make kits. But like we don't have injection molding stuff or gear cutting. We also can't do tires. So that stuff and the instructions, the box, all that stuff comes to us. And then once we finish, you know, the axles and other machine parts, we open those boxes up, package everything, sticker the bags, you know, with everything, put them in there, and then so we can complete the kits. You know, so the kit boxes come to us in that box, but we have to open all those up, put all our stuff in there, close it up, finish the box, like, then that's how it goes out. So we can't make everything in-house either. It would be nice if we could, but it also would even be probably more expensive.
But I got another question. All right, if I were to get a Vanquish, right? Which one would you recommend that I had to do the less work to? One that was going to be great. I'm gonna take it out the box and I'm gonna be able to crawl. I ain't got to do no upgrading this and upgrading that and changing this and changing that.
Right. So the Pro or the Ultra are both going to kind of fit that bill. They're both just, there isn't really any upgrading I would see. There's things you can add or change if you want a different performance, like you want to focus on something. But other than that, like you can take either of them out of the box and just go run, you know, and how much it costs you beyond the price just depends on what electronics you want to put in. But you put in like a regular brush motor and a Hobby Wing 1080 ESC and, you know, $30 servo, you could just go, you know, it's cool. Or you can go crazy with Tekin brushless and, you know, Holmes motors. Like,
and they are kits, correct?
Yep. We only do kits. So
you got to build it, Gap.
Yep.
You already got a build over there, Gap.
and I ain't finished it.
You already got a build, Gap. Don't worry.
I need an RTR over there. We got to get into RTRs, man. I need an RTR.
Yeah, just make an RTR and send it to Gap.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
I need more stuff to build on Friday nights, I guess, right?
Right. What's up, Commander?
Is there going to be another budget build off soon?
I don't know if a budget one. We'll probably do another monthly mayhem soon. Those are fun. The budget build off ones, those are just like that mental block. Just the thought of it, like, are we going to do this for 4 months again every week? This is so much work, and the planning ahead of time to make sure you have an upgrade every week that fits around that $50. Like, there's a chance, even if Matt or I are able to get this many of those upgrades for free, some of them we're not. Some of them maybe we get a discount. Some of them we're just gonna have to pay for full price, like 16 weeks at $50 a week.
Yeah, that's some money, brother.
Yeah,
that's some money.
It's like YouTube doesn't pay that much. Like,
right.
Like, it's just.
So so that let y'all know right there, YouTube is still a headache after so many thousands of subscribers, man.
Right. I appreciate the income that YouTube allows me, extra, and but basically anything that I make, I just put back into the channel. Either cars or lighting, studios, cameras. It's like, it is nice to get the money, but basically anything that comes in just stays.
Goes back to
it goes back in this room somehow. Like,
Correct.
That's why I still go to work every day. So
right.
SD said the Gap have Josh build it on his Friday live and then ship it to you.
I got it almost finished, Dave.
Almost finished. No, he's talking about the crawler.
Finished, y'all.
Yeah,
he's talking about the crawler.
The crawler, I can't start over again. Not right now. I need some time.
No, that's why they're saying let Josh build it on his Friday night live.
Okay, yeah. Ship it to me.
You're gonna have to just paint it yourself still, though.
Let's get it. I'm with
that. Motion for the company. I'm thinking about converting.
Let's open it up for the chat, man. Let's let chat.
Right, so chat. If you guys have any questions for Josh, feel free to go ahead and start. First question: what you drinking tonight, Josh?
I'm sparkling water, grapefruit sparkling waters. Yeah, that's.
SD said don't let Josh paint it.
Yeah.
A router can, baby. Router can on Lexan. Router can on Lexan.
Hey, that's as good as I get, and that it's not usually very good. The last thing I painted, I built a tuk-tuk, a 3-wheel drifting
tuk-tuk. but
LNR's RC, man. Have a good evening.
Hey, that's tight, though.
Hey, that's clean.
They played the flamingo. Like the
flamingo. That's the one I wanted.
It's like the flamingo extra. This is the drifting one by Yusakani, but it's basically the exact same thing. It's just for drifting, where the flamingo is more for like racing.
That's tight, brother.
With the color scheme, it looks like a Jamaican taxi.
But if you look at it though, if you really just look at it, you may tell you what it looks like. It looks like a cab in China. Like
exactly.
It does.
India or China, yeah. Like that's what it's supposed to look like.
Is it a Lexan body?
Yeah. It's like what is it? The roof is separate, the front, and then the sides. It's got like an under tray piece and mud flat. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I painted it like I don't do 3-color paint jobs. I'll tell you. Like, I got bleed through here, and the lines are garbage. Like, I'm not a painter.
So Matt does some great paintings, don't he?
Oh God,
yeah. I seen him. Big shout out to Matt, man. Scale Bill Gill.
What shock oil do you use in your crawlers?
I'm running 90 weight in most stuff right now.
Just your shocks?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Other than I guess that new bomber with the big Proline Pro specs, I put 35 weight in.
What tires you prefer?
All right, Earl.
Proline for the most part still.
Oh yeah, you walked out then.
Yeah, the high racks. Yeah.
Yeah, high racks or G8 crawlers.
Okay.
So I stay pretty on point there. The
Josh thoughts on the Gen 8 Axe?
Yeah.
I am not a fan of the Axe system. So the price tag that then would come along with that package would not be one that I would want to do. And so that's just not a system I like.
Are you into RC boats, or have you ever driven RC boats?
I think the only boat I ever had RC wise was, did you ever see those NQD jet boats?
I haven't seen it, but
they were a toy grade jet boat.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like back in they were like one of the only jet boats you could get. And it was a toy grade boat, like $50. And then you'd take and you would convert it all to hobby grade stuff. I think that's the only RC boat I've ever had.
That's crazy. See, I'm gonna get me a boat this year.
Or was it not? Horizon has what's their brand? Pro Boat?
I want I want the Miss Geico though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that twin motor.
Boat. That's a big
boat.
I'm running out of room in here already. I start hanging right up the ceiling.
Right. Put it right behind your head.
I was after we had JJ on. I've been on the Oxidine Marines website.
Oh, I see. He the guy from Oxidine, he travels to some of the shows, and I've met him a number of times, just seeing his those carbon fiber boats. Man, there's he's not far from me.
That's cool.
He's out in the Bay Area. Well, JJ Customs.
Yeah.
It's
the thing I like about his boats is that even though they're kit, he gives you everything in it to build it.
Gotcha.
So you get the motor, you get the ESC, you get everything in it to build it. You just have to build it yourself.
That's cool.
Yeah, they just look, man, they look good. He brings me to the shows and just, that's impressive.
I think he'll be on the show soon.
You got to build it, Coach?
Yeah.
You got to build it again. I'm out.
Oh, they said, could you beat Exo Caged in a crawl off?
Thank you, Brew.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty comfortable in a competition type crawling situation, so I usually feel pretty confident there.
There we go.
That's it.
That's like us with racing. You got to feel like I'm the man on this
smoke
stuff.
you every time, boy.
Like,
Smoke you.
And
I can't wait till you get down here.
I've been crawling for a long time. It's just like you know what you're doing comfortable on a course,
right? And it's not that easy.
Especially if I'm building something to be on a course. Like that's a difference. Like if I'm building a trail rig where I really want it to look at it and this, like it'll still do what I want it to do, but it's going to look how I want it to look. If I'm going to build something to go run side by side, like I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it the best I can. And then it's a different, like put something on the line, then I'm going to go after that.
There you go.
Was it Axial Fest where you and Matt were going?
Yeah, it was Proline by the Fire.
Proline by the Fire. There you go. That's what it was.
Yep.
Someone asked, they say, Josh, show them your Ripper.
Oh yeah, let me see the Ripper.
There we go.
Ripper, rip it up. And he got the shelf on deck. Oh man.
Oh wow.
Like a little.
So I'll put the tuck.
That's a Vanquish. Hey man, I seen the price on the Vanquish, $700.
Listen, that's when Ron got his. I was like,
yeah, whew. I remember. That was gonna be my second crawler. I kept asking Coach D about him. I was gonna get that.
I told him, I said, if you're gonna stay in the hobby and you really serious about it, it's the price ticket.
So this is the Ripper. This thing was like we built this originally for Axial Fest in 2000, maybe in 2016, or might have been 2017. I think it was 2017. And it was just kind of like a project. I was going to build a truck for that, and I started drawing in CAD how I wanted to do the cage, and we decided, well, let's just machine one. So this whole truck is machined. You know, it takes massive blocks of aluminum to make like the actual roll cage itself is it's made from 3 big blocks. Like the one side piece of the cage itself it's like, I don't know, it's over 30 pounds, this big block. And it cuts out one side of the cage, and then you do the other side, and then you do the 3 center pieces separately. And then the hood, this is what the hood is before it's plated. And you know, it's all machined. So this hood starts as a 9-pound block, and then it weighs, when it's done, it's just a couple ounces, maybe an ounce, I don't know, maybe 2 ounces. There's you know, it's machined super thin.
And then how long does it take for that alone to be machined? How long does that take?
So I think that one of these hoods, I think it was 2 hours per side. So we'd do the front side, then it would flip over and it would do the back side. Either that or it was an hour for the front and an hour for the back. I can't remember for sure. It takes I think it took about 40 hours per chassis total to machine. Because like these side panels too. These are machine. They're not like, there's the bends and contours to this. Like it's not bent aluminum. It's a block that's machined just like this, you know, to go back and forth and make this thing. So like these things are, the amount of work that went into these is unreal.
That's a full metal bill.
Yeah, it wasn't made to be like a reasonable thing. It was made specifically to be unreasonable. Like it was just kind of, you know, it was a flex, like a machining flex. Like, and then enough people were like, enough people wanted them that they're like, we're like, fine, we'll make them. They're not going to be cheap. And then, so we made them, and they were, you know, a whole thing. So like if I take off the side panel of this,
you said Ripper can't touch a used one for under $6K.
Yeah. So if you try to buy one of these for sale, they're usually around 5,500, 6,500 bucks. And that's not what we sold them for.
Right.
Well, we didn't sell them as a truck. We sold it as a cage and the body panels, and it comes with them some lights and things like that. But you had to put everything else under it. So if you were going to build one, it would usually cost you around $4,000 to $5,000 total, which is crazy, I know. Was
that post that you posted the other day?
Yeah. Someone was selling one, and it's like everyone always asks me, can I get one? Okay. And they're like, nope. Then here's one for sale. Everyone always wants one. Like, you know,
I was looking at the picture. I was like, is that a real truck? But then I looked at it and I was like, holy cow, no, that's an RC car that somebody's trying to. I was like, that's crazy.
But yeah, you can, like, that's all the you know, sides. And this one's actually a little bit different than the ones that were made for sale. We made some changes. Like the ones that were for sale have a front light bar mount, and the tube work underneath here is a little bit different. This is one of the first. There was 3 there was 8 prototype trucks that are out there. So this is one of the first ones. And yeah, it's just a special truck. It wasn't made to be the craziest performing truck. It just wasn't the point.
Just a statement.
Yeah.
I'm the boss. Boss up. Boss your life up. Stunting on them.
So that was, you know, and that was the fun part. And it was just it was a fun project in that way. So
never use it. Man, we want to thank you for allowing your husband to come on the show.
My wife in there.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, dish.
So,
awesome.
It's been fun lately having her in on the Friday ones.
That was great. That was great.
So,
it was funny. Like she's like, "Are they trying to trick me into saying something that?"
Well, man, you know, she didn't get on the internet, and then some people will like get in there and she'll just read comments, and then sometimes you get someone like trying to troll and say some.
Right.
Oh yeah, you get those.
Yeah.
say some things. Like, man.
Hey, she's something else.
She said you guys are so much more fun to watch than him.
You something else. Hey, y'all great,
that's
great
awesome,
people.
man. That's awesome, though. Like to have someone who supports what you do is a blessing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Not
Yes,
a
sir.
lot because not a lot understand it and will let you do it.
Yeah. That's
without an argument.
Mine join in sometimes.
So
Mine
is like, oh, I wish I could spend my money how you spend yours on RC stuff.
I just tell her you spend yours on something else.
Yeah, it's like, but then it's like when you go to when you go to buy them something or you go to buy her something, she's like, well, why did you buy it for me?
You finna buy RC.
You can't win, right? You can't win.
Oh, she's about the easiest as far as that, man. I'm pretty lucky there. Like, which is it's actually the reason why I'm married still, because I'm like the most I'm not a good chooser of gifts. I'm too selfish. I don't think I'm lucky. She's very she knows what she got into.
She said, I like that Gap's eyes glass over like mine when he starts talking about crawling.
Have she seen my crawler? Here goes my crawler. Super rock, baby. That's my crawler. It's the biggest crawler you can find. Let's get it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's talking about Nicole way cooler than John. Yeah, stupid.
But I honestly think if you were to put the controller in her hand with the Outcast and send it,
it's going down.
I think we need a really large open area. No small children, no animals. My
lady always about to hit my son. I'm like, oh my gosh, get away from your mom. Why she driving? I have to tell my son, back up. You know your mama driving.
Hey, look, at least y'all wife come out there. My wife ain't watch me drive the car. Like, what I'm watching you for? I could be right. Why I'm watching you drive your car.
Right.
I was out trying to drift that tuck in the street in front of the house. She came out for that. She's like, okay.
I say when I first got into the hobby, I got into the hobby in 2012, and I got into it, and then I started racing midway through 2012. She would come to me, come with me to races and all this and that, and help me with stuff and grab cars. It was great. Probably like a year later, though, it all changed where she didn't want to go to no races. I was by myself. Yeah, it died real quick with her. Like, she didn't last long.
Mine will buy me a new one before she come out there and watch me do anything. She'd be like, okay, well, can I just buy you another one? Yeah, hell yeah. All right. Buy me another one. Come on.
She like, stay out there.
Come on,
right.
Happy now.
God.
Moose Jaw, what's up, family?
Swearing honesty, saying.
Yeah, that happens for sure.
Yeah, big shout out to Miss True. Thank you, bro. She in the bed right now.
And that's what I say, like that. This hobby brings people from all avenues together. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It honestly doesn't matter where you're from, what you do. Everybody comes together.
I mean, I think almost most of my best friends and some of the best people I've ever met have all come from RC and traveling and meeting people at RC. It's like
that's good.
It's just, even if they're not into RC anymore, like they're still just like those are the people that you just find them, and just how it goes. That's RC seem to be those people that
Yeah, because that's like with me and Gap. Same way. I became best. That's like my brother. Ever since I talked to him on his first video, we became close. And then me and Coach D, we from the same area, but we wasn't. It wasn't like this.
Yeah, it's
And this
crazy
brought
because
me, him,
my
and
wife and his wife went to school together, knew each other, talked to each other all the time. His wife knew that I did RCs, but he never knew.
I didn't know. She told me about it. She was showing me pictures and everything. I was like, man, I need to get up with him. And we just linked up one day.
Yeah, it was that when I met my wife, I was big into RC already at that point. And but like I was married once before, then big into RC, she not at all. Then met Nicole, and then I was like, I had a 1-bedroom apartment, and like it had like a separate room like this, like a not like almost like a bedroom, but not a bedroom. And I basically just like, it was closed, like what's in there? You know, like I just didn't tell her that I was in RC. I mean, it was like it was only like probably like 3 or 4 days.
You play with toys.
Yeah, like don't go in there. Don't not go in that room.
I don't want her to know this about me. Let me just linger on a little bit longer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, before we have to have this, let me explain. Talk like
70 G code. I have a Typhon 3S. I have a Centon 3S. I have a Mojave, and I have an X Max, and I have a / drag car as well. And then I just got done building this Intech ER14 4-wheel drive buggy.
Now, I got a question for Josh. Do you ever have to hide any RC?
Nah.
That you okay.
She wouldn't know. She wouldn't know if it was. Well, I mean, no. I come in like with a box of stuff like most days. Like walk into the house and she just looks at me.
You got some more stuff.
Right.
Yeah, just like she just looks at me like, you better get the box out of here. There's too many boxes in here.
Hey, look, this me coming in the house.
Her next thought is we're gonna have to take another trip to IKEA soon because you're running out of space.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I had everything shipped to my office, so like
But isn't it funny that you get stuff quicker at your office than you do at your home?
Oh, right.
Because when I order certain stuff, like right now, of course, I'm working from home because the schools are closed. But when we're at the school, I'll rather ship it to the school because I know I'm going to get it by 10 o'clock in the morning versus 4 or 5 o'clock at night at my house.
That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, and I just I'll get there, and then like I don't know, probably half my cars are at the office rather than here, so I don't have. And unless I'm working on them, I don't necessarily need them here. And it's just ridiculous things that keep up too much space. So, and it's work related when it's at the office. So
there you go.
RC-aholic asks,
you got it good.
Got one of the new Trinity drag spec motors.
No, I'm doing one of the new Eliminator motors from Tekin. So that's what's going in my no prep.
Now, is your no prep, is it a slash or is it the DR10?
So it's mine was a DB10 before.
DB10. Okay.
And then it was just before the DR10 came out. So it's basically a DR10 though.
Gotcha. So
by the time I did all the part swapping that
that's cool.
Yeah, that'll
be
fun. And there's almost a good scene for any of the RC genres out here. So there's a lot of people doing crawling, there's a lot of people drag racing, there's a lot there's a lot of people out here.
With the Capra, somebody asked what class is a Capra. Would that be 3?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much where it would fit. It's class 3. No ladder, no frame railings under it. So
yeah,
pretty much always 3. So.
Any other questions for Josh from the chat?
Josh, we gotta get to it.
RC-aholic said you love your Tekin.
I do. I run a lot of Tekin, a lot of Castle. This is Castle.
Prop kill. I bought a Max today and had to come clean.
I do The X Max is that one that
You gotta get you the X Max, man.
Man,
Or the Max. Or the Max, because it's small enough.
Yeah, that was, that's the thing. I'm just like, man, that X Max looks fun.
X Max.
That's the one that's tempted me for a long time.
Yes, man. Get your hands on that. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm a basher now.
Right. You'll love the Max.
SD said show the Woods Runner.
The Max, I grabbed the Woods Runner. The Max is the one that also, I really like the design of it.
Yes.
But I just wondered, is it too similar to my Outcast?
I think it's similar, but it got its own taste. I would get one.
Yeah, Gap
And
actually
put the white
has
on.
the Gap. If you can see behind Gap, he actually has the UDR sitting up there on the shelf.
That's the other one that I really
that truck. And I can honestly say I've driven that truck because one of our buddies, he lives down here with us too. He let me drive it at one of our little dirt tracks. It handles awesome on loose sand. Like it's amazing.
And it looks
like a UDR.
Yeah,
that blue one.
That's it. Yeah.
And I love the liveries you can get on the UDR.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the rigid one, the
scale on the UDR is crazy, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the suspension feels so good in that thing. To see that thing kind of just.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Yeah.
Ooh, with a custom body. Oh man, that'll be.
Custom body will be here next week.
That new Proline Heatwave body looks so good to me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
The Proline body.
Yeah.
You got that.
The one thing I said about that body is, and I love it because that the wrap of it, everything Why did they not? Why doesn't Proline make their sticker sheet to where you just peel and stick?
Man, I hate that cutting.
Oh my god!
Because they with the Heatwave body, they have the wrap and they made that to where you just peel, place. But then you have the other stickers for like the headlight bucket. You have to take your X-Acto knife and cut it out.
I forgot that they don't have pre-cut decal.
Nope.
That actually does. So I paint so infrequently. I forgot.
I don't paint at all.
Usually I just give it like you do it.
I haven't painted at all, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, bugs. Yeah.
That's so. Yeah, that's the man. Any truck that I have that looks good and is painted is because somebody else did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
mine too.
But yeah, there's this truck here is an SCX 10-2 based truck, and then it's all just custom welded tube work. But the fun part of the hobby for me is doing like 3D design and then 3D printing and making the some of the details and things like that. And I don't go crazy into the putting sleeping bags and firewood and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't dig that stuff as much.
The ice ships.
Yeah, like you're not going to see me like posing the figure and changing the tire and stuff like that. I just don't. I don't like to put the figures in the trucks. Like I just don't like the. I don't know, something.
Right.
It's not my thing.
It's not your cup of tea.
All right. Not that it's whatever. Have fun however you want to have fun, but it's not my thing. But for me on this one, and doing some of the metal work is always what I really like. Coming up with aluminum panels and things like that go up front. And
I say that's the one thing I enjoy watching and I think that's your engineering side that comes out. I enjoy watching that side when you're building a rig. I sit here and I'm like, how the hell did he even? Where does it how? You know what I mean? Like, how does he see this? How does he know? You know what I mean? Like, it just takes it. And there's something special about it because it's amazing.
That's definitely I think why I enjoy this side of the hobby the most for me. It's just because I like to sit in here and build and think, and I love to drive and go out and hike, but like to build and think. I think that's where I get the, you know, the mental side of it is my favorite side.
And it does, and the engineering background, it helps that a lot. I think.
Yeah, you know, that's been what I wanted to, you know, do since I was a kid.
Right.
Legos and Connects and that stuff, you know, that was my thing. I was never, you know, I'm not graceful now, and I wasn't graceful when I was a kid, so sports weren't going to be my thing. Like,
Sports ain't my thing neither. So
this
fell in place.
So yeah. Does Vanquish, like most companies, do you guys have an in-house painter?
We do. But he's also like one of our designers and engineers. You know, he's just, like I said, there's not a bunch of us that, you know, there's only like really like 4 of us that kind of like run everything. And then we have a couple of shipping guys. We have we have girls who package all day, you know, getting all the product ready and done. Right. And then we have like our operators who actually operate machines, you know, load parts, unload parts. But that's it. Like we're not like we're in an industrial complex, you know, like there's a glass repair shop next to us, you know, it's
right.
There's not a Vanquish headquarters with a big glass front and stuff like, you know, we got roll up doors and bars on the windows. Like,
nothing wrong with that.
So, you know, you gotta RC isn't, you don't get into RC to get rich. I'll tell you that.
No. That's what everybody's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I tell you, I like going to work every day.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's half the battle, man. When you do something that you love doing, it makes it that much easier to wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, I was in engineering for 10 years basically. And man, after some of those days, I was just mad and I was stressed, and that was what, you know, the offer to go work for Vanquish was there, and I finally just was fed up enough with what I was doing that just I was like, all right, it was, you know, because I was being conservative, and, you know, do I want to leave a job that I got a degree in to go play with RC cars? And in the end, I'm glad. I'm super happy that I did it, because I'm not the one to normally make a I don't know, that risky move or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's
taking that leap of faith.
It's not me very often.
Right. Sometimes you gotta take that chance, and then you end up winning.
Yeah, and I'm lucky, you know. And I'm lucky that, you know, Nicole was fine moving 2,000 miles away from her family as well. And, you know,
Definitely.
That's the hardest part, friends and family. You know, being away, that's definitely the hardest part.
I'll be moving to Atlanta.
Yeah,
he gonna move to Atlanta, and I'm gonna smoke him so bad he gonna move back to
Bruh, when you come to Florida, I'm on you, bro. You don't want this smoke.
I'm
gonna put him right on you.
I'm gonna do him so bad we gonna be on the first train back to Florida.
You've got the Mojave. I'm such an Arma fan. Like, I thought I had so much fun with my Outcast. I like my Infraction. I couldn't the camo on the Mojave and the green screen. Like,
oh yeah, you can't see it. Yeah, but this thing right here. This thing right here is the best.
Man, that's, even though, like, I love the UDR, the scale part of, you know, the solid axle and all that, but I like the Armas so much.
Clean, bro.
Isn't the Mojave, isn't it larger than the UDR?
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah,
slightly.
Yeah, but the SVR is the biggest one. The Super Baja Ray is huge.
Yep. That one, I like that one as well, but I wasn't sure that I wanted. I had the Baja Ray and Rock Ray, not the Super version, and I just didn't think that they were going to be the trucks that I liked as much. So even though the fact of those the supers being so big, like, man, I think that'd be fun. But after the Baja Ray and Rock Ray, it's just like, yeah, maybe not for me. But man, there's something about those Mojaves that was
you're gonna like the way the Mojave better in. I mean, all around better in it because it's a better basher.
I feel like I would have more fun with the Mojave than I would my infraction.
Yeah.
I just had to show you it. This is gap zone. You can't really see it on that video, but this is gap
that's what it looks like under all that dirt.
Yeah, that's the one that got all the dirt on it.
So he doesn't build them and he doesn't clean them?
No, no, he don't clean them either.
So there was a question asked. It was saying, Josh, being so late now, do you think Axial will still cancel Badlands?
Man, I feel like it, but it's so close around the corner. Like, I feel like if they were going to, they already should have.
Right.
I wanted to go to it, but like everything was still so up in the air. I was just like, I can't plan on it. And then, but now it's like, it's so close. It's just like, man, if they're going to, they better do it. And
right.
I don't know. All of it just like, for me, like events that's like the most fun I have. It's like going to events and seeing people and hanging out with friends or making new friends, whatever it is. And like to like that build up to an event. And then just if it gets taken away, it's just like,
right.
It just takes your breath away. And it's like Pro-Am by the Fire got postponed. But it got postponed far enough out where I think I was okay. All right, well, that makes sense, But
yeah,
I'm worried about the Axial Fest here in California, just because I'm wondering if California will allow such a large event in July. I mean, stuff in California is not the same. Like. How California chooses to do things is
right.
Is just odd sometimes. Who knows? But
they have their own set of rules.
Yeah, for everything. And
but that's
rules.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Horizon Fest this year because I really was looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? Because the fellas were going to meet up, and you know what I'm saying, it was going to be my first time ever going to an event that big. You know what I'm saying? So I was very excited, man. And the Corona stuff hit. I'm like, oh, it just killed everything.
Yeah, they ruined our thing.
Yeah, they ruined it.
And did they cancel that?
They did. Yeah.
I was asking. I didn't know if I hadn't actually heard for sure if it was.
I'm quite sure they did. I don't think they.
But yeah, I mean, I assumed that it would be, but it's just like at the same time, I know like it was only 2 weeks before the Badlands. So if they canceled that, but haven't that, I don't know. Yeah,
great.
I don't know.
Deep pockets that must run that rig. Oh, you say you gotta have some deep pockets to run the Creighton.
Oh, the Creighton. That's like the competitor to an X-Max, right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
They're no competition.
They're not.
Totally
different trucks.
Oh wait, yeah. The Creighton's kind of more of almost like a big truggy more than a monster truck.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's I'm so bad of a driver at speed that I feel like any of those are rough choices.
See, but the thing about the X-Max,
it don't matter.
The tank, you can roll it over, run it into a tree. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna pull off.
Yeah. I had a 5th scale one time, and that was. I think I drove it twice. I was like, man, this is a bad idea for me. I had a 5BSS for a little bit. That was it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That gas power.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That looked cool too. I liked it out when I had a 5B when I first started. I got the Losi MTXL and I had the Losi 5B. But I didn't have the SS. The SS looked great. Yeah,
it was a cool, it was one of those ones that I came upon on on a deal. You know, somebody needed money.
Mm-hmm.
Then I ended up selling it just the same. Like, this is.
Yeah, RCaholic, the Sin Colossus is a good one too.
I've never owned anything CEN before. That would, I mean, they've always made crazy big drives. Never owned one.
Nicole I started a fire in our backyard.
I think technically my brother was driving it when that 5B started a fire. Yeah.
Now you know she's gonna tell the truth. Now, if you're trying to put it off on him, she's gonna tell us the truth.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Sean?
Yeah, that was.
Oh goodness.
I've had a couple of these catch on fire, I guess.
This hobby definitely relieves stress. It's like therapy.
Most definitely.
You know, and yeah, out here, got to go see some such like amazing places. You know, but so many of the places I've gone to in general just has been traveling for RC. Like when I used to go down to Georgia every year, I'd fly into Atlanta and stay with a friend there, and then we'd drive up to the what would be like the northwest portion of the state. And I think our final destination was actually in Alabama. It's called a little town called Gadsden, Alabama, because we had an event called the East Coast Championship up there every day, or East Coast Challenge. I don't remember which one it was for sure. But man, it was, driving through that area, or Copper Hill, Tennessee, we had it at a little bit, but just driving through Georgia in general, there's lots of cool places. That was up kind of, I guess, near going through Rome, Georgia, in that area.
Rome, yeah.
So, the Vector, that's the one you were talking about, the Kraken.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cost that money.
Yeah, those things they're $3,000, something like that. We're 2,500 no motor. Like you got to buy a motor.
Yeah, we ain't doing that one right now. That got to be.
I like, they had the Kraken one, I guess, which was kind of like an Ultra 4 looking one. It looked okay. The tires never looked like right for it though. But they did the trophy truck one, and that thing looks pretty good. Yeah,
I've seen that one. It's pretty big too.
Yeah.
My wife drove my Stampede.
Yeah, you were reading the one I was just laughing about. My wife drove my Stampede in the lake. She felt bad, and I got to buy a new RC.
Yes, sir. I would pull that one right out.
He didn't tell her it was waterproof though.
Right. Slicky.
I was watching V2 vids yesterday when he was sending this Slash jumping it in his secret lake, and he hit the guy Dave on the canoe, his water retriever.
I gotta get him on here.
Yeah, and I say it's hard for him too, because by him driving, being monster trucks, and they can't really do nothing right now either. So,
yeah, just the people being outside. I don't know. It's everywhere's closed. For us, we've got some places that we can go up in the hills and the mountains, things like that, but still trying to be as responsible as we can be. Yeah, especially like us, like we're in manufacturing, so trying to run a facility still with only essential people as much as possible, and running just a minimal staff. We had some people working from home, all that kind of stuff. It's tough during all of it.
Yeah, and they're trying to let people back, and more people catching it.
Yeah, that's
waterproof. He said I did tell her it was waterproof.
Does that make him a bad person?
Yeah.
You said I did not tell him. Oh, you saw me.
What he did was that car was already on his last leg, and he wanted to get it anyway. So he kind of set her up. He probably turned the dual rate all the way up, so she thought it was her, but it really was the car going on his own. He jumped on in the lake, so now he got a new rig.
I guarantee he threw a big fit. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah, like he was in and like the light was on.
Oh my God.
I can imagine him now. You faking, bro.
Right.
I would have been out there like, bro, you faking.
Hopefully she's not watching over your shoulder right now.
We telling on you.
All right, chat. Does anyone else have any questions for Josh? We don't want to hold him past what we need to.
What time is it?
11:14.
Oh, yeah.
14.
We get off at 12 anyway.
Yeah, it was fun, guys. I appreciate it. It was
Hey,
we appreciate you.
We appreciate it even more.
Yeah, man, we definitely do, man. We definitely appreciate you.
Talking about
like a lot of people don't like. There's some people that be like, oh no, well, if we reach out to this person, they're big, they won't ever respond back. But then they don't like. There are those who do check their social media, who do respond, and like I say, there's a certain small group that do. And like I say, you're one, Matt's one, because he responded back.
We really appreciate that.
So yeah, we appreciate you reaching back out and accepting the invitation to be on with us.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. It's we're all just playing with cars, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're all doing our thing, having fun.
So it's hopefully you guys give everyone a happy Mother's Day on your side.
Oh, happy Mother's Day. Everyone over here on your side too.
So that's
Definitely.
I know that's that you guys had said Sunday was your normal day.
Yeah.
Around a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's
It kind of hit us last minute. We're like, oh, wait a second, Mother's Day,
Good
Sunday.
Mother's
Let's switch it up.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if we'd have went on Mother's Day, right, my screen would have been like this the whole time. It would have been just like this right here the whole time. It would have been there and this right here.
Yeah.
That would have been my video.
Nicole, listen, do not tell us that because we'll snatch him any chance we can get him. She said we're great. We can have you anytime.
Yeah.
All right.
Green Frog said Axial Fest should be renamed Crawling for COVID.
Oh, yeah, right. Make it a fundraiser and let's go have some fun on the rocks.
COVID Fest.
Everybody just put a mask on the front of your car.
I imagine we're going to see some interesting themed vehicles here at some of these events.
Yeah.
I can see some. Nicole and I were talking about that new Proline van coming out. I was like, I need a donk van with a Lysol wrap on the side or something.
Dumb and Dumber with the mask around the front.
Butt cuts. Yeah.
You gotta get the Cheech and Chong, baby. You gotta get the Cheech and Chong van, man. You gotta get the Cheech and Chong van, bro. You got to.
Listen, I was really when y'all were talking about that van last night on the chat, I was sitting there like, why not get the what was his name from Napoleon Dynamite, the Uncle Rico.
Oh,
the Uncle Rico paint scheme.
He's so funny, bro. He's funny, man. God, he's funny, bro.
You do the Uncle Rico, you cut the sides, make your own door, so they open up with their shag carpet.
Little camcorder.
Right.
You got to throw the football in front of the camcorder. So
all you need is a little figure like this.
Yeah, stupid.
That's funny, bro. That's funny.
Stack of Tupperware. So
right.
Because the Alpha Park has been open.
Man, but listen, Josh, we don't want to hold you up, brother. We really appreciate you coming on with us and being as small as we are, for you to come over and spend time with us, man. It's greatly appreciated. We enjoy your content as well. I watch it. I know the guys watch it. The chat watches it. They were waiting for us to get a crawling guy in here for this.
Oh yeah,
and we broke the record tonight too.
We did.
104 people.
That's the first night ever we hit 100 people. That was awesome.
Well, thank you. It's always a memory for all of us. I'm quite sure, especially for me. Y'all started, what we just changed up. We were just doing lives where people was just getting on, so we changed it up into this. So, I always remember it and appreciate it. So thank you.
No problem, guys. Again,
yeah,
thank you, and have fun. I'll make sure to catch you guys later again as well.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Thanks again for the messages. I appreciate you guys. The whole deal. So
thank you.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
All
Thank
right,
you.
you too, big brother.
Later.
And good night, Miss Nicole.
Nicole, thank you for letting us have him.
Yeah, don't wring his neck. Much love to y'all.
She said let me know what Miss Nicole, you have Instagram. She said let me know what bearing kits you guys need. I know you bass to run through them.
Oh yeah. I don't even know.
I knew my headset was gonna die out right at the end.
I don't know what kind of bass bearing.
Thank you, SD man. Thank you for stopping by, brother. We
Yeah,
really
thank
appreciate
y'all.
it.
Everyone in the chat, we really appreciate y'all. Y'all show love. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video.
Everyone who's never been over to this side and has come to this side tonight to spend this time with us, man, we appreciate every last one of you guys in the chat. Honestly, for deep from the heart, we mean it. We appreciate everybody.
Definitely.
Yes, we definitely do. I'm sorry, somebody called my phone and kicked me off at the end of the chat, but yeah, man, that was awesome, man. We appreciate y'all coming through, man. We do this we do this every Tuesday and Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if anybody, we'll be interviewing people, more and more people from different genres of the RC world. So for all you newcomers, man, stick around with us, man. It's nothing but good content, laughing, joking. Love and respect for each other, man. So y'all come back and check us out, man.
Subscribe and thumbs up. Thank you so much, Nicole. We really appreciate you. Highway 1, what's up, big brother?
Highway 1.
Highway 1.
She said send it to Josh, whatever
Yeah,
Barons,
I
I
got
think. That's cool. Thank you so much. You guys are great.
Hold on, fellas.
Moose Jaw, what's up, family?
We appreciate
Noah.
it, SD, man. Anytime. Tuesdays and Sundays, man. Come back anytime.
I'm a new subscriber. Keep it up. Amazing work. Thank you so much, Short Bus.
Short Bus, we appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Great vibes. Always, Team Vega. Great vibes. Always. Appreciate you always. You already know that, King. Rashawn, what's up, family? Jack H, what's up? RC Daniel.
Jack H, what's good?
Salute to you. Salute, King.
3-0, baby. Yes, sir, Vega. You know it, brother.
RC-aholic, what's up, family?
Hey,
Green Frog, man. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, SD. Appreciate you.
Radicare. SD, what's up,
what's
fam?
going on? STL Scion, what's good? UDRC, appreciate it.
Bucks, what's up, family? Thank you guys so much. Sorry I couldn't.
We're doing this for you guys, and
definitely
it's something new for us as well. Like, we didn't just want this to keep going as where it was going, and as in everything that you do, you want to elevate.
Correct.
You want to keep going here and here and here. So that's why we changed up the platform. By the response from you guys, we see that y'all are liking what we've got going on. So we're, like I said before, we're working.
Right.
I have somebody else that will be here on the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not leaking this one.
Right.
Not leaking this one, but I mean, you know what? We can. It's still 67 people in the chat. We can do it because that you guys watch Harley Designs, and as he said, him and Matt do their show when they go live together. Matt, Scale Builders Guild, will be joining us on May 17th.
Make sure you guys
so
stay tuned.
May 17th. If you're here, Matt will be here. Scale Builders Guild will be joining us May 17th.
He said this was a cool hangout. Hope to see another live stream again. Gap Life of Coach D, True Boys RC. We definitely do this. We're definitely gonna be doing this, brother. We actually got a lot of people lined up, really, for now.
What is it for?
Too much.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
What's up, brother? Nah, it's good.
RC-aholic. What are you talking about for when we film, when we run, or are you just talking about like right now? If you're talking about filming, we do GoPros. I do.
Oh
GoPros.
yeah.
He does GoPro, but he also has like the
big cameras
Canon cameras and all that stuff.
I got the Canon 80D right here.
Yeah.
Which I use. I got the GoPro. I have a Canon G7X.
J Post, appreciate your family.
This the vlogging camera.
Oh, right now I'm on my I can't even show you. I'm on my
Right
iPad.
now, I'm on my computer.
I'm on my iPad right now. So I got the iPad here, and then I'm following the chat on my iPhone. And the Gap does the same thing. He's on his iPad and uses his phone to follow the chat.
So I'm
He's on his Apple Mac computer.
Yeah. I'm gonna do like Josh do with his I think he do the camera.
Yeah, he got a whole set. Yeah, he got a whole
Yeah,
set.
Tony, appreciate you for coming also, brother. I see you. You was in here, Earl. All the family that's usually here, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all already know it.
No problem, RC.
My big brother, Commander H did. Appreciated that, big brother.
He popped in.
Appreciated that, man. Y'all show love, man. Y'all always
Charlie,
do.
Green Frog,
11 Charlie.
Voodoo.
Yeah, appreciate all y'all.
Bitcoin.
Shogun.
Bitcoin.
GTR. Yes, sir. We in here, baby. Yeah, I didn't know it.
SD May 17th. Matt will be here with us May 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Ward, what's up?
Just to let y'all know, we will have RC Max UK in the building for all y'all big boy bashers. I'm gonna throw a couple of names for you.
Appreciate it, Montana Max. So I mean, like I say, guys, we're small. We're small.
We got a Nitro guy coming too.
We're small time, but we're reaching out to every name that y'all have said in the chat. Trust me, we're reaching out. We reached out to. We're just waiting on responses. Somebody posted earlier about RC Girl. I've already reached out to her. She's a busy individual, if most of you don't know. So once she gets the message, hopefully she'll respond soon. We'll get her on. So we're working behind the scenes. So
big shout out to RC Max UK, man. Thank you, brother. Big shout out to everyone that's touched this platform so far, and the people that's gonna bless this platform. Really appreciate y'all.
Who asked that? Where to go? J Post.
Hey, I'm gonna come in on my tablet. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I use.
I see what you say. You got a little something going on your channel tonight. 1/5 scale bash, gun range, mayhem, CTSB, wagon, and drag strip, all in one video.
Okay. All right.
No,
SD,
I'm be doing Bitcoin. Yo, I didn't know it.
SD, stay safe, bro. Thank you for
All
coming
right,
through,
SD.
man.
Appreciate you, big brother.
I think True, you got the Dynamite GPS, right?
Yeah, that's the one I use. Boy, I had me a couple falls. I'm quite sure y'all seen the video today.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all see the max.
You slid like you slid in the home base.
I'm telling you, bro. Wait till y'all see the max tomorrow then.
Oh Lord.
Hey, basically, the video dropped at 7 a.m., man. I don't care what time you get up, whenever you get up, or when you get off, check it out. It uploads at 7 a.m. Epic Bash with Traxxas Max.
Yeah, from what I've heard, True has some SMC batteries. Gap has SMC. They say they're pretty decent batteries.
They're pretty good. Sometimes they blow up, though.
I don't have SMCs, but I heard they're pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
JTRC just actually did a video today with the new little 6400 milliamp 150C SMC battery.
Motor Jail. I talked to Motor Jail. He said he'll try to get on here. Yeah. Yeah. Gas King. Big shout out to my brother. Big shout out to my brother, Rajay 111. Yeah. I see you, baby. Oh, he will be on the show. Nitro guys.
Yes, sir.
Spilling the beans.
Yeah. Also,
spill the beans, baby.
Spilling the beans, baby.
And
Tighten up.
Some of y'all heard me mention earlier that I was on the racing side of the hobby, so I do know Jason Rona, J-Ro, owner of J Concept. So I'm gonna reach out to him to see if I can get a manufacturer to come on. I'm also talking to my boy Kevin Abbott, who's a team manager for Trinity Motors. And see if I can get him to come on one night. And so for all you guys with the motors and all that stuff, y'all can get information from him.
Drone guys, we got something coming for y'all too.
Yeah, man. We're touching every aspect.
Oh, we got the boat guys coming too, y'all. Oh, Gap, I gotta give you my brother number.
Drag. We got a lot
Chris.
of we got no prep and regular out here. They do it in Orlando, Moose Jaw. It's the guy, what's his name? Gabriel Galarza or something.
Yeah,
He's like one of the fastest dudes in the country.
Yeah.
And he races out in Orlando at Bithlow, so it's real heavy in Orlando.
Who number you said you got to give me?
Chris from Highway 1 RC.
I follow RC Aholic. I follow Ryan Harris on YouTube. When I was racing, he wasn't around at that time, so but I can reach out to him. Jason here in the next interview, that it would be epic.
That guy right there, man, you one of the great brother.
Jack H with that. That's one name that we're. Hey,
we working. We working, fam. Don't worry about it.
We're working. Trust me. Even if it's like where maybe 1 week we may not have anyone on, just know we're still working. We may not want to keep every time we come on someone on. We may want to switch it up, but just know someone will be on.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Thank you. Yeah, RC Drag Cartel. Yes, sir. General Hobbies.
Yeah, RC Drag Cartel. That's my brothers.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but y'all gotta look out for my brother Christian. Oh, he on the rise with it. He is one of the best drag racers right now.
Yeah, Ryan Harris is a good dude, man.
Big shout out to Christian Lopez, baby.
Oh yeah, he doing his thing.
Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing.
RC Hog, I was gonna say I do think AE could have, they could have done a little bit more to keep him on that side, but Losi gave him that option, so I respect that. Exactly. All for what he wanted to do, that shouldn't have even been you know what I mean? Like, in my eyes, that's just me. But that's that politics. That's that politics side of that side of the hobby. Gap is a red cat. Terremoto, a good batch.
I've never owned a red cat Terremoto. I would say, is he looking to buy one or does he have one? That's the question.
Brandon Singleton, are you looking to buy or do you have?
Let me show y'all something. Hey, y'all, my brother Christian, the last race that I just seen, man, that was awesome. Y'all check this out, bro. He moving real. This him and Gabby, bro. Check this out.
Driver's ready. Watch the light.
Oh, yes, sir.
Nice rep.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up, Christian, man. Good race, brother. Hey, I'm getting back in the drag racing, y'all. I'm getting back in the drag racing. Yeah, really. I ain't never even hit that track yet, but I've been to a couple shows. I'm definitely going. Bitcoin said, "Damn."
Yeah, man.
Man, I love that drag racing scene also, man, because you got different people out there too. It's funny how you go to drag racing or high speed runs or crawling events or bashing events. You got all different types of people. And there's some great people out here, man. General Hobbies, I never got a chance to link up with you, but I'm coming back, baby. Love that 132 feet. Yes, sir. I'm coming.
I'm coming with him with my no prep.
Oh yeah, bet. Yeah, cause they definitely got the class for it.
I want all the smoke.
Oh,
Just playing all them, you know, them drag dudes be talking cash, trash.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun though. It's fun. It's fun. It's
I be
fun.
dying laughing in them group chats, boy. They be killing me.
Each one teach one. Noah, you already know it. Thank you, bro. You already know it.
What's that?
Hit me up when you do, true. All right, bet. You darn sure come out there, Shogun. Let's rock out. Yes, sir. Christian, I see you. I see you on here, baby. Let's go. I just showed you video, man. We're gonna go to Orlando. What they got? Orlando Speed World out there.
Yeah.
They do drag racing out there, Bitcoin. Y'all got any drag racers out there in Tampa? The heck with all that, man. Just send me that 5T over here. Just do that for me. Bro, you got the best 5T beer out there. I'm telling you, man.
What you talking about, Bitcoin?
24S, bro.
Yeah, man. Just
Bitcoin.
go on send that.
Just send it my way, bro. I'll send it back to you maybe in a couple of months.
We'll run it for you.
Okay, bet, man. We can definitely go out there, bro.
I would say you can send it to me. You know it's gonna come back. You send it.
Right.
You just
You send it to me. Oh no, it might not come back.
You can send it to me, but it ain't gonna never make it. It never made it here though. It ain't gonna never make
There
it.
you go. It ain't come, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. They don't like when I say that way. Gotta say dual 12S. Bruh, I don't care what they like. It's 24S. You can put 24S inside that tray. It's a 24S, bro. I don't care what they say.
Right.
What's up, Beast Mode?
Beast Mode.
What it do, family? Hopefully you caught the show tonight, man. Like what you doing also.
Cause we rock that, shouty. We broke the record.
Uh-oh.
Planet on Planet Rock.
Hey. Gaster just dropped the video.
Right.
So make sure y'all go check that out. I already did my speed run today. Hey Gap, did you get higher than my number?
What was your number?
Nah, what was your number?
I forgot.
What was your number?
Nah, bro. It don't work like that, bro.
Nah, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that, Shawty. Oh, okay, there,
Gotta watch the video then, bro.
There you go. I ain't telling you. I'm finna go watch the video.
Look, you gotta watch the video, thumbs up, and watch the commercial.
Hey, that ain't no problem. I always watch all the ad, bro. I'll make sure you get your paper. Trust.
Yes, sir.
You know what's funny is YouTube they had me at $68 for 3 months, bro. They ain't paid me nothing. They ain't made my stuff evolve. I think what happened was them spammers done got into my account because all of a sudden my computer be shutting off on me. It's been doing that for the last month or two. My computer just shut down all the time. So I think those spammers got into my computer and got into my account. Remember that I told y'all they sent me some letter, which it wasn't from them. It was actually a spammer. Yeah, I think they messed with my account, bro. Cause YouTube ain't been making my money go up, which ain't all about that. But if y'all supposed to be getting paid for, you know what I'm saying? What's up, cuz?
It has to be a way though. But you saw my comment when I said you should have put the Outcast tires on the Kaiju. You would have probably kept it down.
Yeah, I knew it, and I got another idea, but I'm gonna do it first before somebody else do it.
I got you.
I'll break it out. I got
I got
idea though.
Say less.
Yep. That's work. What you got there, Gapster? Oh, Loshi.
Low 8X, baby, coming along.
Yes, sir.
Gotta put some doggone put them shocks on. I went and bought a tool today. I don't know if it's gonna be small enough. I'm finna check it right quick. I don't know if it's gonna be small enough to fit the pieces that I was having a problem with.
General Hobby said ever since January 1st, when that COVID hit, they marked half of our video, or copper hit, they marked half of our videos as made for kids.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now.
They did what?
He said they marked half of their videos as made for kids, and they haven't gotten revenue since that.
Oh, they trying us.
Get you some of these right here, bro. These right here. This stuff right here.
This mine?
What's some MIP?
MIP speed tips.
Oh, you got them, bro.
For the drill, and they are fire. When I say they fire, they are fire, McGuire.
When you got them in, what's up, baby girl?
Say hey.
How y'all doing? Good. All right, let's turn up.
Probably say he lost about $80 to $100 a month.
Yeah, that ain't right, bro. Something ain't right.
That's crazy. Because he said a lot of his videos have his son from when he was under 13 years old.
Wow.
All right, I'll handle them in a minute.
That's crazy. Commander A Stig, what's happening?
Commander, what it do?
He say kill it.
Commander showed up tonight. Boy, you know it was an epic night. Commander showed up. Let's go, baby. Man, he always supporting, though. I really appreciate you, big bro. And we would like to do an interview with you. I want to ask you already. Would you be able to do an interview one of these shows? We'd like to get your side of the bash world. You know, you one of the bash kings. When you mention bashing, you're gonna mention Commander HD, baby.
And building it too.
Y'all follow that real quick.
So would you come on the show? Let me know. I'll get in contact with you on Instagram, and we'll set something up, set a date up. Who all want to see Commander HD up here? Put that thumbs up, man, in the chat. All right, bet. Thank you, Commander. Bet. We're gonna set it up here, bro. I'm gonna contact you on Instagram. Thank you for blessing us. Yeah, he builds the best, bro. He builds the best, man.
Yeah,
thank you, Jerry. Oh yeah, Gap do too. You know, he over there, building kits and stuff. Thumbs up. Thank you, big brother. Big corn, thank you.
Up, baby.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Y'all give him a thumbs up, man. He definitely gonna be on the show. Thank y'all so much. That's why I love y'all. Y'all show so much love. Y'all look out. What's the shop?
Yeah, I had this thing that I got right here. Look how small it is, bro. This is the only thing that I had to buy this just to get a Allen key small enough to get in some of those little things. So I'm trying to find what I did with the other ones so I could make sure that this gonna fit. Because if not, I'm gonna take it back and get my money back. That thing is not cheap.
I'm telling you. Jack H, appreciate that, bro, man. That Kaiju is one of the best cars for bashers. I love it. So appreciate that. I'm glad it inspired you, big bro. And thank you. You inspire me. Shoot, everybody do. Linda Kelly, thank you for thumbs up, team, baby. Thumbs up, baby. See, now I'm subbed to Commander A-Stead, but it's never showed up in my algorithm. Man, he got the best, bruh. Bruh, General Hobby, he got that fire. For real.
His bills are unlike, man, they
undeniable. So good. Thumbs up. Noah, thumbs up. I haven't seen any of your latest video. Man, YouTube be tripping on General Hobby. Aaron RC, thumbs up. Montana Max, thumbs up. Shout out to all y'all guys. Linda Kelly, Gap. I still want that remote.
What remote?
I don't know. RC Daniel, thumbs up. Thank you, brothers.
I need
to.
Yeah, somebody did say they wanted a remote last show.
Who's doing what? Cause I'm not getting my videos, man. General Hobbies is just YouTube is tripping, bro. I think especially right now is definitely tripping because all the people that's home now, they crashing the internet. Yeah, they do, bro. They need
They
a
got
full
Ralph breaking the internet, bro.
right.
He broke mine last week.
Right. Love his bills. Definitely Team Bagel.
Team Bagel, what it do, baby?
Who? Man, I'm making my X Max
Bro.
new.
We rocked out tonight, bro. We rocked out.
Mm-hmm.
I looked over there and seen them 103, and I said, "Oh, my record numbers."
You stupid. You say I'm building. Man, I'm making my X Max new. I ordered a lot of parts. Bought a bearing kit, diff oil, shock oil, greaser, and gears, and parts I broke. Making a video. Hey, I love how that 8 look too. Beast mode. Oh, you say the one from the DB Pro video.
The one from the remote from the DB Pro video.
Yeah.
The Spectral remote. Yeah, man. Yeah. Let me know, man, when you're ready, bro. You can definitely get it, man. I got about 10 of them remotes, man. I got about 10 of them. The Spectrum DX2E. I got about 10 of those controllers, bro.
Yeah, see, that's how much they tripping. He said YouTube sent him a notification at 10:15 of guys that were live he was already watching it. That's crazy, bro. See, that's how much they tripping. Ooh. Gap hit another that DB Pro. Yeah, he got another DB Pro.
Yeah, I got another.
Nico, what's up, family? How you doing, brother?
She's beautiful too. Look at her. Look at it. Look at the wheels. Look at the wheels, man. Look at the wheels. DB Pro.
I thought you were hooking the brother up, but you ain't buy Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yo, Kool-Aid, no sugar, bro.
I'm about to call your phone real quick, so answer me.
You say you finna call me?
Yeah, I'm finna call
you. You gonna leave the 3XL stock? You gonna leave this 3XL stock? Yeah.
The 3XL?
Yeah.
I ain't got no 3XL.
You did have a 3XL leak. Oh, they did see it. Fine. Thank you. Thank you for showing up tonight, Nico. Appreciate you, brother. All love. You already know it. I love it, Losi. Losi is a great company, man. I think they're one of the best companies out there. Okay, Gap, I'll send you a message sometime next week. All right, bet. Very nice. Gap DB Pro or 6S typing. That's a hard one. I'm gonna ask him, but I think 6S typing. I don't know. I'm gonna ask him. Need that? Yes, sir. I need that DB Pro too, bro. I have a brand new STX3 with receiver, not the XTS2 that comes with armor. Yeah, I know. I only had to pay like $25 and I could get that remote, but the heck with that. I'm gonna get me that NB4 Fly Sky. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Los International Trucking is my car. Yeah. The black joint. Okay. Yeah, that black one off the chain, bro. That Fox body. Gap, do you have a receiver for the DX2E that I can buy off you? He probably do. He got everything thing over there. He uses, actually he might do because he uses his Futaba and his rugged remote for a lot of those cars, so he might have it over there. Just broke my rear shock today training front. Oh man. Oh man, I hope you got that on video, bro. I'm happy. I'm happy my Traxxas Gravedigger part came in. Cool.
Oh, I gotta go outside right quick, bro.
Oh Lord.
Oh man, my bad chat. Had to just share some good news with my brother, man. You know, hey, blessings, man. Blessings, man. Y'all don't even know, man. I'm about to tear up my damn self right now. Like this shit is crazy. Pardon we're not cussing. My apologies. This stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, fam. Like y'all don't even know, man. Y'all are a blessing to us, man, for real. Like y'all don't even know.
Man, it's a blessing that we all met, big brother. You already know that, King.
Man.
You already know that, King. I'm so happy we all got together, man.
And it's crazy because we all got the same. It's crazy when you meet like-minded people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You always want your brother to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't even know.
Does your X Max go 50? Oh yeah, my X Max go 50. You know what?
You know
I
what? I
got a
haven't
speed run
done
video.
that. I could have did a speed run with the X Max. Nope, my bearing was messed up. My bad.
I did a speed run video yesterday. It probably ain't gonna come out for another couple of videos, but I did do it though. I thought it was actually faster than what it is, and then really ain't.
Man,
But it got a lot of torque.
yeah, about 10 minutes left in the chat, but
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we only got 10 minutes left, guys.
I need one DX2E. Can you ask him for me, or I can get it when he gets it?
Yeah, I asked him Jack. He wanted to know if Gap had any DX2E receivers.
Oh, I was gonna say I got a controller. I ain't got a receiver. Man, any of y'all in the chat right now got a wife, you got kids, your moms and all that, man. Wish them a happy Mother's Day from me, from True, from Gap.
Yes, sir. Happy Mother's Day to all y'all queens. Y'all already know it. We love y'all.
Happy Mother's Day to y'all wives, moms, all that, man.
All the queens, all of them. Your mama, your sister, your grandma, your auntie,
General
your
Hobbies, man. Hey, we appreciate you,
your
family, man.
daughter.
For real, General. Appreciate you, brother.
If you're old enough, you got a older daughter. Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Montana Max. Hey, man, if it happens, bro, it happens. But right now, with what's going on and the people that's reaching back out to us, brother, man, we blessed, man.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
real.
Definitely. That's something that can't be taken for granted, and it's not, and that's why we up here, because are not the type of people to take advantage of anything.
At
We
all.
appreciate everything. So,
At all. Like I'm not the one to be fake. Will never be fake. I'm gonna keep it
hmm
1,000 at all times. Point
hmm
blank. Period. If you don't rock with me, cool. Don't rock with me. Don't be fake. Don't be phony. None of that.
awesome job with the show tonight. Falling in love with this hobby. Thanks to
U.S.
11 Charlie
Hey man, listen.
RC for hooking me up with this. Thank you
U.S.
all.
Army Sergeant Ribs RC, man. Hey, we thank you for
Thank
your
you,
service,
brother.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Salute
for
to
your
you, King.
service. Salute to you.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a special individual to do what y'all do,
Mm-hmm.
and to put y'all lives on the line. So we salute y'all.
Thank you. Boy, I got that drone footage on that, bro. I did
Even
another drone video today. You want to check out a little sneak peek?
RC Daniel, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's too much going on right now with like I say, like Gap lost his father.
Oh, I know, yeah. Wrong thing. That's Gapster.
Was it Eleanor's? I think it was Eleanor's earlier. with the loss of somebody. My niece got murdered down in Miami. Got buried her last week. Who
Sorry about that, brother.
Andre Harrell, who found Puff Daddy. He passed away.
Who?
Andre Harrell.
Found Puff Daddy.
The dude who discovered P. Diddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
I'm gonna
passed
say
away.
like,
What was the other who was the other dude who passed away today? Little Richard.
yeah, Little Richard passed away.
Richard passed away, man. It's crazy, man. It's just enjoy life, man, because it's short right now. I lost Jack H. I lost my mother when I was 2.5, bro.
Sorry about that.
I walked in and found my mom on the floor at 2.5, and it's crazy because people are like, "Well, how you remember that? And that you was that young, bro?" I see it.
Man, my stepdaughter and my son, they know so much, bro. They can remember. I don't know how, but they can remember everything.
Bro,
And matter of fact, you have memories of when,
bro,
like, when you
see
little
it
like
all,
that.
bro. And it's not like, people tell you stories of what happened. Like, no, it's just like I seen this.
Mm-hmm.
I seen my mom on the floor. I saw my cousin bust my front window to open the door to get me out the house. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, so I listen.
I remember I haven't.
All these kids that's disrespectful to their mom. Like right now, like I could just choke the ish out of a lot of them.
Yeah.
Especially the ones who go to my school. I'd be wanting to drop. I'd be wanting to punch about half of them.
I know they too disrespectful nowadays, dude. I can remember me being in like a crib, bro. I have vision of like I always remember like little snippets of when I was little.
Right.
Yep.
And it's crazy because these kids nowadays, especially at school, like y'all parents, y'all think y'all kids is little angels at school. These kids are not angels at school.
Oh, they bad as hell at school.
But these kids know who they can try at school and who they can't try at school. So how they may talk to their teacher in that classroom, please believe they're not going to talk to me like that.
Jack H. No, Jack H. I don't have the receiver. I don't have the receiver. But Jack H. I got something that's better for you, Jack H. That's better than that. That one. This one don't have AVC on it, but it's awesome.
Oh shoot! Yeah, my bad, Gap. I'm gonna send you that right now.
I got one of these that don't got AVC on it. I got the receiver and remote. It got all the trick. It got all the dual rate. It's the Kyosho remote. It has all the dual rates and everything on it. It just don't have the AVC, which most of us don't need the AVC anyway. So I got this, man. This give you a real good deal on this remote right here. And I have multiple. I have about 2 or 3 of them as well.
About 3 minutes. 3 minutes left.
Hey dog, my lady landed on my damn
3 minutes.
drone, dog. I ain't even show y'all that.
No,
actually, my dumb butt pulled the drone up at the wrong time, dude.
Oh man,
I'm gonna show y'all, bro. Watch this.
Hey man, true. My drone freaked me out today.
Oh.
I had it up over the races, right, and I had it sitting down on the little bench next to me. And I heard beep 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 beep, beep 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 beep, and it just went, bro. It just went way up in the air.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bring it back down. It won't come down, bro. It just would not come down, and it just took off across the sky. I said, "Oh man, I lost my drone already."
Oh
but
man,
I forgot that my takeoff point was over by my car and not where we were. So it took off to the takeoff point and then it let down. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh no! Oh Lord.
I thought it was gone.
But she wasn't even in no room.
Oh, I pushed off. She was in front of me.
Oh, that was you riding the Creighton.
Yeah, I pushed off. She in the X-Max.
Oh, I thought that was her on the Creighton.
Nah, I was like, man, I'll try to get this shot while I was trying to go behind it. So I would drive my RC with one hand and driving the drone with one hand.
So yeah, you doing too much.
Man, I'm trying to get that footage, bro. All right, so she finna land on me right there. All right.
You got that little 4-wheeler.
Well, actually, I went up because you know how you was doing when you was pulling
Yeah.
up. That's what I tried to do, but she was going over me, and I
Oh,
still
okay.
went up,
I
and
got you.
it just hit me.
Jack 8 said gap. Okay, how much for that radio?
Hit me. Just hit Jack. Hey, just hit me after the show, man. Hit me on Facebook, Instagram, man. We'll talk about it.
All right, here it goes. She finna jump. She
Oh,
finna. Oh, I hit her with the RC. My bad, baby.
and that why she hit that. Why she hit the drone?
Yeah, you got me back. Dirty. Look, she done hit my Creighton. Dirty. Okay, now that shot, but the next shot, I think she finna get me. Yeah, it's coming.
Hey,
That's
Vega. All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. As always. Hey, stay safe out there, Vega. You already know.
all right. Here it comes.
It's a gap
I should have let
review.
her go right over me right there.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I should have let her go over me, dog.
Oh my God.
Dog, wait till
Did
y'all
it
see this.
break?
Nah, bro, it broke my propellers. I
It's
dropped that drone like 10 times today, bro. It's been a
the
bad
same
drone day.
Jack H gap reviews
Bad
A to
drone.
Z.
Bad drone day, bro. I swear, I'm gonna title it too. Bad drone day, bro. I broke. I hit that drone probably 3 times. Really, it fell to the ground. So it's holding up though. It's holding up. It's still flying. I just changed the propeller. But what I did see is like the outside is just a casing. You could buy a new casing for like $12. The whole outside with the arms,
It's a
with the motors.
Beast Mode say true. You was bashing that drone
I'll bash the drone.
at
You know I
1201.
ain't good with nothing, bro.
1201, bro.
All right, fellas, we finna
Hey,
get
so
up out
listen.
of here, man.
Hey, so listen. We gonna hang, but just end it. Yeah, I mean once
Oh,
we
just
finish.
call.
Nah,
Okay, y'all want to just
yeah,
call on us?
just stay on this.
All right, bet. All
All right,
right,
fellas, man. We appreciate y'all coming through, man. We'll see y'all Tuesday night
Yes,
with
sir.
a new interview.
there you go.
Appreciate y'all, man. Stay safe again. Happy Mother's Day to y'all wives, mothers, grandmothers, all that.
Thank you, and big thanks to Harley Design for
Yes,
blessing us.
Harley
Hey,
Designs, Josh.
Appreciate your Harley Design, brother. We appreciate
you and your
bro.
wife, man. Happy Mother's Day to your wife and your mother and everyone else. Thank you,
All right, right.
everybody.
Lyndon, be easy.
Peace.
Peace.